Yes, Pagoda, I know I ate the boxes you already sent me, but I need more. Yes. Yes, please. Okay, Friday? Bet. I'll be looking out for them. Oh, hey, didn't see you. Shouts to Pagoda, of course, for providing me some of that good. I think one of our casters is wearing one of the shirts, but I want to have some of those in my stomach. But more importantly, we're back for some more collegiate play as we are in the playoffs and getting further and further towards the finale in just a few weeks or maybe a few months. I don't know time, but I do know there's a big prize pool that Street Fighter's a part of, along with the other esports programs that they have out there. Look at this, $45,000, and these Street Fighter players are playing for a big portion of that pie. And speaking of those players, we actually take a look at the standings to see who is landing in that top spot, as well as who is maybe out of here. Here's what's on the menu today. Quad did some big damage not too long ago since last we met. One with Silver Rupee, Luke, Dr. Iggy, Abyssal, and Asteria, Hippo, and Three Eyes. We'll see if things change up in terms of the records. Again, we're in the playoffs. We're still trying to figure out who will be in the finale and who will be at Texas, where everything is bigger and everything's a lot more dangerous. I can't wait to see that. But these games first, we have to also talk to our beautiful commentators real soon here. But I got to talk about the fight card real quick. Qua versus Silver Rupee. It's going to be a little bit of a run back. Hippo versus Asteria. Three Eyes versus Luke. Dr. Iggy versus Hippo. Three Eyes again up on the deck against Qua. Luke versus Asteria to round things out. A lot of variation from the players in terms of their control scheme and also in terms of the characters. Commentators, I wonder how y'all are feeling about this fight card that we have lined up. We'll start with Beautiful Crow.
How are we feeling? I'm feeling pretty great, swagged out in the the big P merch right now, got my uniform locked and ready to go. Also got the green. Happy St. Patty's Day. Hope you don't get too pinched out there. It's looking real nice tonight. I mean, Carthage College running in deep, pulling triple duty or double duty. Three Eyes and Luke going up against each other, but also having Three Eyes with multiple matches other later down the card, trying to get the points up, trying to get to the top of that ladder, that leaderboard. It's quite the fight for him.
I'm ready to go. I'm excited about Collegiate Street Fighter. I am really looking forward to the fact that over the course of the evening and the next couple of weeks, you're going to see the rankings kind of shift. And with Capcom Cup just recently concluding and the group stages being so volatile and things changing on such a rapid pace, it makes for some really exciting Street Fighter. And I think that tonight is going to be no different.
Well, to consider, we don't know when the patch is going to drop. I would assume it's before the start of the CPT season, as you mentioned. I'd like to also see what these players are taking from what they've saw at Capcom Cup at the meta at its highest. I like to see what people are going to be doing with but the character's kind of been getting a lot of talking points on Twitter that are kind of on the negative side and maybe overblown. In my opinion, I think she's good, but I don't think she's the first place character out here. But who knows? Again, I think it's great that we have the collegiate play because you get another area of Street Fighter that gets fleshed out, and we've seen some of these lower age competitors work out. Blas being 14, 15. We've seen out here in the collegiate play Alexa Harms doing work too as well. We saw him over at DreamHack Together Item. I always have to mention that because I think that was the first time I ever met him and saw him play, and what a way. That was very fantastic for him. So seeing these players kind of like go through the motions and things like that and get better and better every single week has been nothing short of amazing. And I can't wait to see again who makes it over to Texas. Who's our first competitors though? Beautiful Crow, how are you feeling about this matchup coming up?
Honestly, it's going to be dope. I'm really excited for it. Like I said, this crop that we have is always entertaining to watch. I mean, shout out the boy Asteria down there from Boise State. Always Hippo from Texas. UT Arlington always have killers across all their games, and Hippo and Davey have been doing so well this entire season. I believe Davey is already qualified. Going to be like straight through to Texas for May Madness, so that's really dope as well. Honestly, next up, I feel as if Luke, if not Three Eyes, are going to be the ones next up because Luke has been playing so solid all season long. So yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to get into every single one of them.
Yeah, Bruno, before you start, sorry. I just hold on to that for 1 second. I think we have the competitors in here. So I'm going to let you ask the first question, actually. I just saw them pop up. Let's bring them in here. And then, Bruno, I want you to go at it. I want you to give them the spiciest question you got, bro. The spiciest question that you have for them. Okay.
I wasn't ready for a spicy question. Now I got to think of a spicy question?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Who was more nerfed, Ed or Luke? Qua, you first.
Oof. I think Luke got more nerfs than Ed. However, I think Luke got some buffs at the latest season. So right now, I think it's like pretty much even. Yeah.
All right, Silver Ruby, who got more nerfed, and what do you think about the matchup right now?
I kind of agree. I mean, I definitely think that like Luke has some better stuff after all the changes and everything. I think Ed, losing some of those counter confirms and just different frame data on certain moves kind of made it obviously less prominent of Ed players showing up around. Um, but at the same time, like also the buffs that he got weren't really that essential. I think like he has the air to air jump at HK that kind of right, it kind of floats a little bit more, but it's not really as useful. It's very situational. So I think um yeah, I think definitely Luke kind of wins out in the nerf buff war, but also the matchup, I think honestly the matchup on paper is pretty even maybe I wouldn't say Luke probably winning out just slightly. Um but also I have a lot of fun playing this matchup too. So
I get my spicy question. You guys are up.
Wait for Crow. Crow, I'm gonna let you go.
All right. I mean, look, we're deep in this thing now. Last marathon stretch run for the gauntlet for that berth May Madness. Honestly, how we feeling tonight? Silver Rupee, I'm gonna start with you. How the vibes? What are we feeling? Is it complete decimation, or is it gonna be more of a more gentleman's agreement for the matchup? Are we having audio issues? Hold on.
Yeah, try it again. Try it again.
Yeah, try again. Try again. Like I see the voice clip, but like nothing's coming out.
I don't know what's going on. Here, I can translate for him. It's gonna be an absolute ass beating. He's gonna cook him up.
oh my
While you're
God.
in trouble. Meek. He's
Wait,
gonna
I'm
do-
back. I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Okay. You can finish the rest of what I was saying. Go ahead.
No, yeah. No, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I've been saying that so far. I've been having really good fun matchups, and I think I'm just gonna keep on enjoying it. Work hard to get that spot, and then make my way in.
Yeah. Qua, how you feeling, dog? Is this like the hype match for you, or you just it's another day at work, just clocking in, punching in, clocking out? How you feeling?
I'm feeling a little nervous. Because last time he played Jury, he played pretty good. And I don't know when he's gonna switch, so I'm a little nervous, but I'll do fine.
Okay.
I like it.
See, I like this energy. I like it so much. I just want to see the fight at this point. Get them out of here. I just want to see them on the streets battling it out. Good luck, boys. Qua, Silver Rupee. We'll see you in a second. We'll see the winner at least. So bye. All right. I gotta say I do agree. I like Luke a little bit more in this matchup because I feel like with punishable buttons of Ed like crouching medium kick. Stand medium kick especially are going to let Luke get in a little bit more, so he has to be more economical with his buttons. So Ed will have to think about things a little bit more, along with Ed level 2 being nerfed in a way where it doesn't deal as much damage and kill the drive gauge. Before we get to brass tacks, Crow, how are you feeling about this matchup? What do you expect to see?
Like I can never bet against Silver Rupee. Like as long as I've known the dude, as long as I've been seeing him, watching him compete, even if like he feels like, this might be a hard matchup for him, he somehow clutches it out. And if not even just like a clutch out, he just goes straight like 3-0, just easy as pie. But we're about to get into that. We're about to see this. So Cola, I love you, dog, but get out of my frame.
Bye.
All right, Bruno,
Luke
now.
versus Ed. Qua is like an explosive player. We have seen the likes of Qua over the last couple of weeks. And one of the things I love about this style of bracket is that we get to get familiar with the players. As I mentioned, that Silver Rupee with that first big opening. And let's see what kind of gameplay Qua is going to be bringing. Oh my gosh, the up of it all.
You gotta check them ankles. I'm telling you, they never checking low in this game is so fun. Like even at the highest level, a lot of people still forget it. Also, check Silver Rupee with the Capcom Cup color scheme. He was watching, he was tuning in, he got it. I've been claiming that. It's nice pull. Trying to go ahead and do more damage to Claw. Has him low, burn him out as well. Ooh, last ditch effort DI though. going to be super impactful here. Maybe Claw can finish it off just a tad bit more, but no, Silver Rupee, go ahead, pop that level 2.
Yeah, really good situation with the level 2. So much chip, and you secure the corner. Although Qua is about to get back into the Julian drive gauge, it is not enough time for Silver Rupee to mount that pressure and get on the board here. And I really think that was interesting at the end of the round there. Qua kind of going into burnout at the last possible moment. As I say that, the huge damage extension and early spend on the Super Art meter secures him the corner and a huge life lead here.
Throw Loop City, throw Loop City. All right, there's 2. Guess for your life. There's for the 3rd. Oh my God, please, please not again. Nice, ducks the 4th, but you're still stuck in the corner. Drive reversal, drive impact is parried. Now he's gonna give a corner switch. Is gonna give a taste of his own medicine? Maybe no, just goes for a quick jab. Drive rush extension. Ooh, misses the blows though. Silver Rupee on death's door here.
And burnout here. This is a huge situation.
You can do it.
Swing for Silver
No
Rupee.
way!
He just does it. The
Let it rip.
absolute plus 1,000 aura of the ODDP. My lord.
I love it. The reversal DP. Ooh, checking for reactions. Claw says, I got you, fam. Drive impact for drive impact. We can go ban for ban, or we can go blow for blow. Once again, beast mode, baby. Keeps him in the corner. Silver Rupee has had a tall task of getting out of the corner all game long. Now he seems to be stuck again. No throw loops just yet.
Ooh, and anticipating the throws. Oh my gosh, the anticipation of the throw, the mere threat of throw loop has players playing out of pocket, and now Claw is kind of a Noah the Prodigy-esque. And Silver Rupee, will he be able to mount his comeback? It's just one special move on his block, Qua.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the thrust is all that Qua needs to get on the board here. One game up.
Okay. Yeah, they're playing. I think you're very, very right in that, assessment of like how prevalent throw loops have been this past season and how crazy they were at Capcom Cup. That has caused a lot of players recently to really keep that in mind whenever they get these corner situations. Silver Rupee has a lot of fight left in them. Nice, catching on the anti-air. Take it slow, not try to rush it in too much, but once again, Claw. That low light room. But now forcing the corner here, Silver Rupee might have it.
That low forward, or that crouching medium punch almost led to Claw getting out of the corner. Nice. Ooh, but the ODDP saying you gotta respect me on wake up. And Silver Rupee is up here, but Qua is playing a very interesting kind of like Noah-esque style, very high caliber, but Silver Rupee and the whiff punish game is really paying dividends here because Qua is throwing out those long buttons. Silver Rupee is just making the most of it every single scenario. Doesn't bite on the shimmy attempt, but the ODDP able to get him out of the corner.
Well, reversal DP, I like it. Yeah, he needs to get out of this corner, and I mean, Silver Rupee is laying on a lot of pressure to the drive gauge, damaging the drive gauge as much as possible, but Claw, like you said, has been taking some notes from Noah, playing very, very aggressive, not really fearing the burnout, and even still, advancing forward off of it. There's no way. This is gonna Silver Rupee deep in the night, throw out the level 3 first of the game. This one actually connects on pure flush and nets him a game to tie up the series 1-1.
Silver Rupee is kind of like low-key Unk. So I'm surprised that at the reaction speed, the level 3 reaction leads to the game on the board for Silver Rupee, but does bite on the shimmy. Oh my gosh, the neutral jump to call it the ODDP. You're still in the corner, which is a pretty interesting scenario for Prodigy, but this pressure is absolutely forcing the mid-screen.
That's a whiff. That's a whiff. That's a hard whiff. So Rupee can make him pay off of that. I mean, try to go for the DP, maybe try to read the jump. I think he might have thrown it backwards instead of forwards. This allows a bonus of momentum to swing back. So Rupee trying to anticipate something. Check your toes. I keep telling you, it's so scary. They're low on drive gauge, and he needs a jacket. That boy is in danger in the corner again. But no, just an empty jump out, turn around. Perfect time to get the drive gauge back for a drive rush extension. Taking that round. Feeling a little fancy here.
Actually looking fancy as all heck. And the throw, the drive rush throw to cancel the momentum to bait out a move, but still gets hit with the ODDP. And I feel like anytime we're playing at the mid-screen, ooh, the drive impact landing and putting Claw in a great position here. Able to use the level 3, opts not to, but one more interaction will certainly lead to certain death. Oh, had the counter hit confirmed, goes for the drive impact, and that will certainly be a level 3 cancel into the conclusion of game 3. Claw up 2-1.
Hey, Claw striking back. Hey, that last game, kind of a bit of a fluke, not gonna lie on. Wasn't supposed to get that.
Yeah, huge swings for both of these players. But I feel like when we're playing the mid range, when we're playing like pure footsies, pure neutral, it really is in Silver Rupee's favor. We do see the change to the jury. Qua was nervous about it. So
Yeah.
you got to imagine that this is going to be striking some fear in Qua's heart. But let's see if the jury's practice is ready to kind of quell this offensive pressure from Qua. But like I mentioned, when we're playing in the mid range, that is really Silver Rupee advantageous. But when Qua is like drive rushing in, putting a lot of pressure in Silver Rupee's face, that's when he's mounting a lot of that momentum. And in a game like Street Fighter 6, that's so high octane, so fast paced, so up tempo, it really is in Qua's best interest to keep on using that drive gauge.
Yep, okay, switch to the jury. Let's see if it's paying off for Silver Rupee here. So far, opening moments going their way, respecting the neutral, trying some pokes in. Nice. Crushing on that low to push in with another drive rush extension, but you cannot forget about the wake up DP for both, actually. It's giving its dividends to both, but Claw comes out the better of it, takes it slow, finish it off, taking that round. It looked a little scary there at the start, but managed to do that.
Yeah, it looks like Qua has really considered the distance that Jury's low forward reaches. Oh, we do see the backdash attempt. We talked a lot about throw loops and what it does, what throw loops does to the offensive game plan for both of these players. But Qua just really picking his spots well, some huge whiff punishes, some huge combos here in the corner. One more interaction. Ooh, the perfect parry. Do we get out of the corner? Yes, I love the throw. The side switch here, and now it is heavily in Silver Rupee's favor.
No
Level
way!
3 doesn't
He's
land.
caught!
Oh,
He's caught! Oh, Silver Rupee was looking to possibly bring it back in his favor and get this to a game 5, but no, Qua just lets it rip again. That is the second time this series he has thrown out that level 3 as soon as he sees Silver Rupee press a button, and this is the second time this series it has worked out in his favor.
and we saw earlier in the set Silver Rupee getting the level 3 reaction, and Qua kind of with the response. I got one of those too. Check this one out.
He just said hammer the button. I can feel him mashing the button all the way from here. It's actually insane.
Yeah, super high tempo play like we talked about, and I'm curious to hear what St. Cola has to say about it. What are you thinking about it? Is Ed truly the most nerfed, or is Qua just built different?
Man.
All that with the punish against Jury's crouching medium kick, which is a lot easier to do so, but not a lot of people are in tune with that and catching out these lower bits of tempo. So very good stuff from the side of Qua. I think we're gonna bring him in here real soon here, but again, good stuff. I like the way he just sniffs out the defensive tactics and the walkbacks, things like that. He has fun playing Luke, and we find success. Not a lot of Luke players out here, unfortunately, not a lot of Luke players. So it's good to see some success out here just besides Noah. Qua, I think I hear you. I think I hear you in the background, or maybe I lied. Oh, wait, hold on.
There.
I hear the call of the Qua. What a name! That's such a cool name. Qua, congratulations once again. You are if someone tries a backstep, backdash, or back up with a button, you are ready prepared. You are quick with it and quick with it, bro. I love seeing the way that you play in terms of dismantling people's defense when they try to escape, and even their timings. Like when there's like a lonely action, you are just ready. How do you find those timings against when people try to escape, or when there's like a lonely action, when to bust out properly? I feel like your ODDP ratio too as well, and your supers are really good or on point. What's your game plan for that?
My game plans. I look at my opponent's backwalk a lot, especially when I make my opponent block my crouching medium punch because it's +1. Lots of people wants to back up or backdash, and if the opponent try to backdash or backwalk, I'll hit the crouching medium kick. If not, I'll go for a throw or crouching light punch, stuff like that. And I think that's my main game plan I have.
All right. I like that. Beautiful girl. Questions?
Dude, the crouching light, I'm telling you, Like the amount of times people keep running into it, it's like, all right, it just still works so well. I mean, very very vicious. I know you had said you were a little bit worried about the jury, but the way you played against it, like, did not feel like you're worried in the slightest bit. I can't even lie.
Thank you. I hmm. Oh, I was expecting jury, of course, but I think I got a little bit lucky this time. I was throwing crouching medium punch a lot in
Yeah.
neutral, and he got clipped by that a lot. So I think that worked out well.
Okay. Sick.
We did see a high prevalence of like throw loops in the corner. You had that one throw loop in the first game. And then you were on defense in one of those interactions. You were able to jump out successfully, get the cross up medium kick. What are you thinking about as you're approaching throw loops? And if there's a player watching that is really getting crushed on defense with throw loops, like what is going through your head when you're cycling through your defensive options?
Um, you mean when I'm on defense side, or
Mhm.
when I'm so
Yeah, on
okay.
defense.
On defense, I'm doing a lot of fuzzy actions, like fuzzy jump and fuzzy, fuzzy crouching medium kick and stuff. So I would say I'm I'm not really worried about throw. I'm willing to take throws most of the times, but sometimes I mix up with my ODDP to make my opponent uncomfortable. And yeah, that's my defense options.
Love it.
I like that. That's
It
good
worked.
stuff right there. Yeah, the
They
fact that you're
worked.
comfortable against that, which is such a prevalent thing in this game. You see people rotating their defensive options, maybe not in the right way. I like the fact that you don't panic too much. You know, you're like, I'll take these throws if I need to because it won't kill me until a certain point, unless you're Shao Hai. Anyway, Kwa, good stuff. And we'll see you a little bit later on. So go get some rest for your next match.
Great. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. Good stuff for Qua right there. How'd you feel about that? Luke coming back on the deck and cleaning up some competition. Beautiful Crow.
I mean, I was really surprised. Like, I thought Silver Rupee would be able to turn around. Like, I mean, he barely scraped through in that game 2, to get it to that 1-1 for that game 3. But then the jury switch, were like, oh, this could be it. But like Claw said, he had been prepped for the jury, and he was in fact ready for the jury. So worked out in their favor for that moment and eked him out that nice juicy 3-1. So kudos.
Bruno?
We talked a lot about adjustments, and what's funny about Street Fighter 6 is we have seen adjustments that aren't in characters' favor, but them still be on top of the tier list. And I feel like Luke and Ed are characters that are like that. Broski's recent video interviewing some people at Capcom Cup asking about the top 5 characters in Street Fighter 6, and almost unanimously people still had Ed up there. So it's really cool to see what the developers have done with this game, and we see it on display with this gameplay that we just saw.
Love to see it. I know the people at home love to see it too as well. So let's take a quick break and bring it right back. Return, more collegiate combat coming right at you. Don't go nowhere. All right, let's get a little bit more modern out here with Asteria coming up with the modern Ed going up against a classic character that we love seeing in the CFN streets. I know I love playing that character, which is Bison. We Asteria versus Hippo. Before we get to any of that, Beautiful Crow, Bruno, it's Ed versus Bison. Now, this Ed is going to be more on the modern side, so easier to react to things. I wonder if that's going to help out. Beautiful Crow, what's your input?
Bison is still evil, and I do not like this character. I mean, honestly, no, Hippo's so dope. Like, I mean, sticking with the Bison, though, is really, really nice. I mean, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be pretty crazy. I don't expect, like, a quick, swift 3-0, but some people might say otherwise.
All right, we do have the players in here, so let's ask them directly, Asteria and Hippo. We've been talking about character balance and Asteria, or and Bison rather, Hippo. And Bison was one of those characters that has been hit pretty heavily and is one of the characters that is still really strong, universally known to be strong, but not quite on people's top 5 anymore. How has it been given this latest balance patch, Hippo?
And Bison got hit pretty noticeably hard. Yeah, I'd agree. I think the biggest one that people aren't talking about, or I guess they are talking about, but back heavy kick, drive gauge getting reduced, and his EX Crusher getting drive gauge reduced on block. I think those were really big to his game plan, getting that, burnout into crazy pressure, into choking out with a bomb. Scary stuff. I mean, I know Bison has gotten nerfed a lot, but I think Ed got hit a little bit harder too, so we'll see. But yeah, Bison didn't get represented very well at Capcom Cup either, or in terms of top 16 at least. But
True.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe the patch did something, but we'll see into this match.
And Asteria, I want to know about modern, about how that affects your game plan. Why modern? Is it a matter of having quick access to those reactions? Why modern, and how does it affect your game plan?
Specifically for me, I never actually intended like initially when I was playing the game, like a friend just gifted it to me. I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. So I haven't played a fighting game before other than like Smash Bros and a little bit of Mortal Kombat as like characters. So as like a child, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And modern felt more comfortable to me, and then I slowly got better. And I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, obviously, like it's the typical things. Like one button DP is really big, although it's a little finicky sometimes with Bison, I will say. But we'll find out. We'll find out.
Bro?
We will find out. We will find out, indeed. Bloodshot on the battlefield coming soon. I mean, confidently, though, like I said, I don't expect this to be a wash either way, unless either of you have something else to say about that. Like, what are we thinking the results are going to be here? I mean, Hippo, or how are you feeling on it?
I'm angry. I'm winning everything. I'm angry. Yesterday, or last time Collegiate got streamed, it wasn't pretty. I'm angry. So, sorry, Asteria, you're in my way. Everyone else is too.
I'll have to try to swing back at least.
Don't say at least. Say I'm gonna cook up some Hippo. I'm gonna serve Hippo steak. What you should be saying, Asteria?
Hippo doesn't sound too good to eat at the moment, but I've already eaten earlier. We'll be good.
I'm just saying, hippos eat a lot better than humans. Let's do it.
God, he kind of ain't lying. Hippos are dangerous creatures, but Asteria might be even more dangerous in these streets. Okay, get on out of here and enjoy the combat. We'll be joining from the sidelines. Have fun. Yeah. So I'd imagine this matchup just on paper, used to be kind of bad for Bison. Not bad, but really more so annoying. I wouldn't say bad, annoying. But now you can whip punish the buttons now, scissor kick, preemptively against stand medium kick. You can catch some of these buttons also and get some counter hits. There are nerfs to the aerial approach for the character that is Bison, but I feel like it's not too terrible for him. So overall, I think Bison might come out just a little bit more, but we'll see. What's on paper doesn't always happen in the match. And just like that, I'm going to get the hell on out of here. Have fun, boys.
Thanks, Big Saint. We will have fun indeed. I'm so ready to get into this one.
The fact that Asteria said that modern was a matter of getting into the game, that's really cool. Yeah. I know that people have said that as much in terms of accessibility, but I don't think I've heard it verbalized that way. So the fact that modern and championing it may increase our audience, like the thing that we all love, is a really exciting prospect.
I mean, that's what it was there for. That's what it's done. Exactly that. Now let's see if Asteria can capitalize and carry this modernness all the way. Is Hippo. Look, if there's one thing I learned in all my years of being a Nat Geo kid, is you do not want to mess with an angry hippo. They're one of the most violent, destructive creatures on this earth when enraged. You heard him. He said, hey, my match was streamed last time. I'm mad. Everybody in my way. That is one big bulldozer ready to rock, and so far he's rocking steady.
Oh my goodness, the DP whiff and then the level 1 whiff. Asteria got to be a little bit quicker with the reactions, but that is exactly what they were describing in the pre-match interview. The fact that it can be a little bit finicky. Oh my gosh, what a bold decision to go for that special move right on round start, reading Hippo's brain. So you talked about Hippo being angry and vicious. Can I mention that he's also hungry?
Look, it was either going to be you or me. One of us was going to do it. I'm just glad it was you first. Ooh, nice meeting in there. Winning the air-to-air. Eddie on the scissor kick, keeping that corner pressure. Got such a huge hammer blow. Has a mine on him. Goes to the OD stomp as well. Just not allowing Asteria to breathe at all. Very, very good suffocation tactics by Hippo.
Able to get the meaty hit on Wake Up. Level 3 is going to be more than enough to secure Hippo that first game. And we talk about throw loops. It's just like corner pressure is so dominant in this game. And Bison has so many ways to extend the corner pressure. We saw the OD doubles reverse to get the plus range right in your face, like some meaty pressure. And if Asteria is not able to weather that storm, it is going to be a short match. Oh my goodness, dude.
Out the gate, baby. Immediately. Okay, Asteria wants to get that get back. Answer is good. Keep throw pressure on. Not really allow Hippo to react. Try to hack away at that drive gauge. Burn him out. Yep, there it is. But Hippo immediately tries to reply. Needs to get out of that corner. Cannot allow Asteria to keep him over there. Does a good job resetting it back. Just shy of the wall. He says, I'm going to do it again. It's just as Idom says. What if I just drive impact again? And it works out and nets him around.
Yeah, really, really solid stuff from Asteria. Some big adjustments. And we saw there in the corner when Asteria had Hippo in the corner, that the same way that M. Bison has so many ways to extend that pressure, we saw the drive gauge get chipped away so heavily as Hippo's able to land the OD scissor kick. Get a lot of corner carry there, and the OD DP on Wake Up able to weather that storm.
Batten down the hatches, weathering storms, indeed. Now they're resetting back to neutral. Both of them daring the other to make a move, fishing for something. Hopefully the hook lands flush. Hippo with these scissor kicks. Very good get-in tool. Putting a lot of pressure. Asteria low on drive gauge. Have to be careful here just a moment before Hippo can start to abuse things, but no. Asteria actually sizing up the combos, goes to the anti-air, can't really get it done. Hippo looking to take this round 2, and there's a stun against the wall.
This is going to be enough to kill. We have level 3, but one more interaction. The overhead able to land. It's going to pop up. Bison does mad damage, and that is going to be a round. We're tied up here, and Asteria talked about how the DPs with Ed are so finicky, and it really has paid dividends for Hippo, putting him in a really precarious situation. Let's see if Asteria is able to tighten those DPs up. Ooh, I love that both these characters love playing neutral, and these guys are in Nooch City. Population Asteria and Hippo right now.
Meeting of the minds in the air. Hippo's going to win that just about every single time with the amount of air superiority Bison has. But again, Asteria getting the side switch. Wake Up. Good job by Hippo to keep crouching, keep that back button held. Now it's his turn to play the game, he says. Go on the offensive. We know Asteria loves to use that drive in back to try to get things done. Great block on advantage from Hippo, but unfortunately you're in burnout. You're going down, you're taking the chip, and you're taking this level 3, Brody.
What was a huge comeback from Asteria in terms of just overall game plan. Hippo able to overcome that, and I love the confirm there. He had 1 bar of super meter, he just uses it, or 1 bar of drive gauge rather, and recognized that he got the hit. All he needed in order to get the level 3. Hippo with a lot of presence of mind there.
Very much so. Is now going up 2-0 here, I believe, for Hippo. Asteria needs to get back in this one. I mean, he's been playing a lot of these, like, very, very aggressive, trying to match the aggression from Hippo. It's just not quite working out in his favor. Let's get the corner reverse there into another drive impact. It's going to capitalize off of it.
Super, super meaty, that drive impact there. Oh, and able to get the jump out of the corner. It's such a not humiliating. It's a really difficult thing to get jumped over in the corner because you have conceded the corner with little to no resistance. But thankfully, Asteria not paying too heavy of a price given that we're mid-screen now.
Back to center stage, back to neutral for both. Again, caught out of the air. Hippo so good catching Asteria on a lot of these attempts on an entry. Waiting his time, biding his time, daring to hit a button, and he does it again. Hippo swipes it out, but no, doesn't finish his food here. Now it's a very scary situation. The scissors kick actually lands. Asteria was so close for that round, but Hippo snatches it away with Jaw's victory.
That one really, really stings, given that it was essentially a checkmate scenario, but the OD scissors in the corner. Now you gotta guess. This is just where we've lived for 90% of the set so far. The overhead landing, and that is going to be a cancel to level 1 Hippo, punctuating the set with a dominant, perfect. Hippo goes up 3-0 in the set. My lord, that was domination. This character got nerfed?
M. Bison, baby. What did I say? What did I say? Oh my god. To end it with the perfect too, that's a statement. That is a whole statement as well. I mean, Hippo did say he was angry. He did say he was going to punish some people. He did say, everybody is in my way. Y'all better watch out. That's one way to make an example right there. I'm not going to lie. Like, he did exactly what he said he was going to do.
I already know that St. Cola has the Pusha T face on after that dominant M. Bison performance. Cola, what do you think about that?
I think somebody said that it wasn't going to be a blowout. I think somebody said it wasn't going to be the case. I wonder which commentator had said that. Listen, Hippo, though, after you saw that energy, I think you changed your mind too as well. The energy of trying to be, the best out here didn't go out the way he wanted to last time. Yeah, that's right, Crow. Fly away, brother, fly away. Yeah, let's bring in Hippo here. I want to talk to Hippo real quick. My boy, Bison brethren on the nerf gameplay, still able to take it out strong though. But again, I like the dominance. I like the. I also like the way that you play that matchup because you definitely understand how slow as anti-airs are. I saw a very digital bait when the round start scenarios, and I was like, yeah, it's not looking so good. Even with the modern reactions, it seems like you have a game plan against not only the character, but also those modern easy input type of things that people might rely upon a little bit more. What is your game plan against modern players overall? Is that like an intentful thing, or is it just like, I'm playing the matchup, and if it happens, it happens?
Yeah, I do play definitely very different versus modern. My game plan versus modern in general is a lot like just like switching gears real fast. Just playing real patient. Playing patient already ticks them off a lot because they're supposed to be the one waiting for you to come in and then react to whatever you're doing. But
Right.
if you wait on a modern player to do something, they're not going to give it to you. But if you wait even longer, then they're going to start feeling antsy. They're going to, hey, he's not coming. I got to start coming at him. So
Yeah.
at that moment of unease, that tension just rises at its peak. A jump is great, especially at like Footsie's range where you really can't react or you can't tell what's going on at that moment real easily. Then jumping in at that moment really messes up, especially Ed because it's a slow anti-air. Jumping there is real great, and it worked out for me. And I did it a few times over the rounds because if it ain't broke, just keep on doing it.
That's true. All right, Crow, what you got?
Look, that is very true. The amount of times you said it yourself, abusing the fact that Ed does have a slower anti-air to have to try and make things work. You were very comfortable going to the air multiple times over throughout the entirety of the match, and I mean, I brought it up a little bit because I'm like, anytime Ed tries to beat you there, Asteria did try to meet you there in the air a few times. You're just faster. You're just better. You're just in that just a tad bit quicker. And did your confidence just rise over time through the series went on? Because I really didn't think it was going to be a 3-0 sweep like that, but you decided to prove me wrong. So,
I'd say my confidence to Game 3 compared to Game 1 was exactly the same as it was. I'd say it didn't rise, it didn't go lower at all. I definitely went into that knowing that, not knowing, that's mean, but I was pretty confident in my chances. And of course, like, after the first Devil's Reverse worked, why not?
oh yeah, you threw that out multiple times.
I'm going to be a little indulgent and ask a question for my personal improvement as a Street Fighter 6 player. You had the light confirm into level 3 scenario. I think it was to close out Game 2. Is that pure repetition and ranked? Is it replay takeover? Is it drills? Like, how do you prepare for a quick reaction like that?
It's
it's repetition. It's more than repetition. It's mindful. You know, you have to every session that you don't do an optimal combo. It's not that okay. I'll go to replay takeover. Oh yeah, that was the optimal combo. If you're good at the game, I expect you to know your optimal combo by looking at it. You don't. I mean, obviously, replay takeover is great and helpful, but the important part is doing it in a game and being mindful about. Oh, I didn't do that last time. Please God, I need to do it. I need to hit it this time. Every time you go into a session and you do a combo, or every time I go into a session and I think to myself, oh, I need to start doing this combo. I need to get into a situation where this combo works. I need to start doing it. I need to put that in my head before every session that I play ranked. Not just mindlessly playing ranked, but also repeated repetitions of that specific combo will help a lot for sure. But you have to keep it in your head. Change your brain.
That's smart. That's smart. Especially when it comes to like keeping up your drive gauge and things like that. Saying that optimal's ever, especially with Bison, we can double the damage if he has the bomb and stuff like that. There's some routes where even the best kind of forget what they do in the heat of the moment. So it's good that you have that mindset and that mentality and not just mindlessly going to rank like me and then losing and then not doing the most optimal combo and then having no drive gauge to do anything on the back foot. So good stuff, Hippo. Congratulations. You got some more points on the board. Very dominant play right there. We'll be seeing you real soon.
Yep. I'll see you boys later. See ya.
Yeah. All right. So, with that, beautiful Crow, Bruno, last words on the match. Crow, we'll start with you.
Hippo kind of crazy. He said he was angry. He said he was focused, and he is definitely showing us all that right now.
I really like the setting the intention before the match. He set out to be angry. He set out for the level of play that he was going to put on the screen, and he pulled up. So, love to see it.
Well, like Hippo, I'm hungry, but for something different. Maybe some Pagoda snacks. I'm gonna go get those. And we're gonna take a break. Return, even more collegiate combat coming at you. Hey, don't go nowhere.
Bison wins. Round 2. Bison. Bison wins. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. KO. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Fight round. Your time ends. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. KO. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Fight round. Your time ends. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. KO. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Fight round. Your time ends. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Final round. Your time ends KO. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. Perfect KO. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Final round. Your time ends KO. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. Perfect KO. M. Bison wins. Round 2. Final round. Your time ends KO. M. Bison. This is it. For your life. KO. M. Bison wins.
Woo doggy, my belly is full. See, I said it wasn't going to take that long for me to eat and get done with my meal. Anyway, shout out to Pagoda for filling my belly and also filling up the FGC with some good vibes and some good food. Let's do two things. The ad read, of course. The Stack Champion series is brought to you by Pagoda Stacks. From crispy egg rolls to crunchy cream cheese wontons and savory crab ragoons, Pagoda Stacks is ready to crush your cravings. Shop for them in the freezer section at your local grocery store or get them delivered via Instacart. Hey, that's the ad read. But from the real deal, from my heart, hey, we love you. We respect you. We love the support. We love the food too as well. And if you got more goodies, you can send them our way. As you see with the shirts on both the boys, I wore them last week. Mine's in the washer right now. I'll probably pull it out for the next one or for the finale. But that all being said, thank you, Pagoda, and thank you for the players that have put on such good action as these plus have been rolling on. Beautiful Crow, Fake Bruno, we have the interview up. I'm going to let y'all actually chat with these players. Crow, we'll start with you.
Yeah. Welcome back in Asteria. And hello, Luke. How's it going, buddy?
How about you?
Feeling good, feeling great. Ready to get into this action. I know Asteria, not the most astonishing of matches earlier, but your Chantel Redemption coming into this one against Luke. How you feel?
You know, I'll be honest. I respect Luke a lot as a player. I'm too nice to trash talk. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just straight up. But I respect Luke a lot as a player. We've run a bunch of sets together. He's given me a lot of tips in general on how to improve, and all our sets are always close. So I'm expecting this one to be a 3-0 sweep in my favor.
Okay, like the energy. Fake Bruno, what you got to say, bro?
Luke, I feel like you have, I don't know if it's just that I see you representing collegiate Street Fighter on different platforms and in different tournaments, but it really feels like you have kind of become like the de facto face of collegiate Street Fighter. And it's really cool that you participate in so many extracurriculars. How does that play a role? And Asteria, I'll ask you as well, how does extracurriculars and hobbies play a role in, and how does it relate, kind of intersect with your gameplay in Street Fighter 6?
I think it helps a lot because, like, especially playing a collegiate sport, like, helps a lot with like discipline and time management. So I think obviously it makes it a little more difficult to get the time, but it really helps because like you learn how to learn doing it, and I think that helps a lot with fighting games for sure.
And Asteria, same question to you. How do extracurriculars, hobbies, things like that, the things that you do outside of the game, how does that play a role in how you interact with the game?
Yeah, I mean, like Luke was saying, it kind of shapes your mindset. Everything around you, what you do. For example, I'm terrible at chess, but I'm trying to learn to get better, for example. But that kind of like growth mindset definitely helps me kind of like hop into Street Fighter and then decide that like I want to try and improve. And Brian F had like one saying a while back where it's like every time you log on, 1% better. Just try to get 1% better, and that's the mindset I'm going for.
Love to see it.
You know, I think the mindset you should have is better at trash talking. So I got you. I'm gonna take care of you on that one. I may be a modern player, but you a masher. That's what Asteria is saying to Luke. And Luke's like, you know what? It don't matter. I'm playing JP. It's gonna be free. So we're gonna let these players play it out, and I guess leave the talking to the streets. Have fun, you two, and we'll see you on the other side. Well, one of you on the other side for the winner interview. See ya.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Okay, JP. Character. We saw him win a Capcom Cup. I feel like he's always been strong, but he got some of his tools, I guess, reintroduced or back to the basics a little bit for that character, and then some added damage to his up in the corner. But on the other hand of things, I feel like Ed is not too far behind in terms of what he can do. I feel like we've seen Lashar dominate over Street Fighter League, even when the character was nerfed. Lashar in a top spot. I feel like these characters out here, just like any character in Street Fighter 6, are dangerous threats. So we'll a matchup sort of thing. I feel like JP might have a slight advantage. I feel like he can keep out that fireball pressure and do well at keeping it out. But that's on paper. See what happens in the match, and we'll see that in a second. So I'll leave it to you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, big bro. Get out of here and get you some more dumplings and egg rolls. We got it for this matchup. All right, Big Bruno. I mean, look, you're asking the studious questions. I mean, so much insight. How's the insight going to carry into the game? I'm telling you.
What's going on in the mind? As I say that, you've got the portal setup from Luke SFH. Luke SFH, I feel like, is one of those players that sees both sides like Chanel, loves to play the defensive style, loves to play the super aggressive style, and switch it up at times. So the jump out of the corner, able to get out of the pressure there, and punish on his throw. Solid stuff.
Very solid indeed. Resetting back to neutral. That's something Asteria did a lot in their earlier game, right? They get a lot of hits in, or if they take too much damage, is gonna reset. Need to break it off, reset, you know, hockey puck drops and goes right back in, picks their spot. And now, ooh, the bait and wait. I love that. I love that. Not too antsy on it. Nice counter, netting that victory in the first round. And this is a good start. He said a reverse 3-0 in his favor, and so far, going according to plan.
Man, Asteria talked about not having played fighting games before, and that's one of the reasons why the modern control scheme is the one that works out. And I really feel like we did see some drops, some combo drops there, and I wonder if it's either connection or just maybe comfort in terms of landing some of those strings. But thankfully, Asteria not having to pay too much of a price, too heavy of a price, able to get the neutral jump and the punish counter throw. I love that a player, and I wonder what his experience with competitive games is, maybe like FPS or other esports titles, because the way that Asteria is able to navigate those situations as the level 3 lands on the side of Luke SFH, potentially around here on the board. Does it kill? Survey says.
Not just yet. You know, Asteria has plenty of competitive experience. I actually did manage to cover some of their games in other titles when we had the interview, I want to say it was like late last year. But very good reactions in all sorts of sense. Very great game sense, but in those games, it was very much a team game, team-based environment. And this it is just you and yourself. So having to trust in yourself a lot more to make the correct decision and not get too frazzled when you do mess up is the keys here. Like at the end of that last round, tad bit of a misplay, but Asteria has to rebound. Definitely down in life bar in this scenario going into this decider for the first game. Down but not out yet, but rushing straight into that crouching light might just be it. If Luke can keep this corner pressure up, takes the TP in for the throw as well.
And as I mentioned, the perfect KO getting Luke SFH that first game. And as I mentioned, he sees both sides like Chanel. The portal, going through the portal and getting the punish counter throw, that is something that JP, just like some sauce that JP cooks up. But the full screen, getting the light confirm into keep away is just the gameplay that JP likes, and Luke SFH is really adept at that style.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Luke is very, very seasoned. Like Asteria had mentioned, they have really close sets all the time, so they know each other very, very well in the game plans. So all of these games should be close down to the wire. This is the potential.
Baiting out the amnesia, and it's really cool. Like we talked about the fact that Asteria isn't necessarily like a tried and true fighting game player, but so many of his instincts, so many of the things that the decisions that he makes, the neutral jump on a wake up to bait out the perfect carry, all these things that he's doing against Luke SFH is evidence of the fact that they play each other often, but also Asteria just has a mind for gaming.
I'm telling you, like it's very much like it's just like I said, the competitive acumen on this player is really, really high pedigree, and it's showing. I mean, making it this far in the stack champions, they push it far, but Luke is no slouch at all. Luke staying in that mind, not being too aggressive, making those decisions. Has to block high for the Spires. Tries to check, actually parries the drive impact, doesn't flow back at all. Tries to go for a second time, doesn't parry it this time. Luke should be able to close this one out. Yes, and again, bouncing back. Final round here in game number 2. Luke keeping up with Asteria.
Reminiscent of the SpongeBob meme, wanna see me do it again? Immediately goes to the drive impact twice in a row. Ooh, the sweep attempt does not quite connect, but Asteria just jumping in the perfect parry. Ooh, but we don't get the reaction on the drive impact from the side of Asteria. Level 2, what's the setup gonna be? We're gonna see some crazy overhead shenanigans. Oh, we're going low this time!
Okay. Just a nice mix. He's in burnout now. This is a very scary situation for Asteria. Surprisingly, Luke not going for, any drive impact just yet. Wants to make Asteria second guess themselves. Gonna get in the throw. Tap on the legs. One more throw can end this. Actually, no, just goes to regulate. Jump on the drive impact. This could be the comeback time. All they have to do is keep this in the corner. Yes, immediately spin for the critical art here. That's a lot of scaling, a lot of damage. Might put them in burnout here. I'm not so sure. No, it will just be 1 pixel away. So now, there's the flick. OD on it, but he's just going to drive it back through because he knows he can't take it. Luke going up 2-0. Just needs one more, Bruno.
And although Luke had the interaction that was able to seal the deal on that second game, Asteria with some nerves of steel, the defense in the corner while in burnout. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Asteria is a gamer's gamer, able to jump out of the corner, but Luke SFH just ups the ante when it comes to all the defense that Asteria is putting on the screen.
This is... I said it's going to be close. Hey, you talk about a 3-0. Asteria said it was going to be for them, but unfortunately those tides have turned, so now all he can do is afford to get a reverse sweep angle potentially here and not waste any single motion. Nice catch on the DP. Get him back in the corner. Charges in. Ooh. Look, with JP crouches, you got 3 options. You can run into every single one of them. Parry onto the drive impact. Tries to go flick. A good catch again in the air. Nice neutral jump. Should spell victory here. Keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated. Throw off the level 1. Let's get it.
And the absolutely efficient combo to go into the second round here. Asteria able to clean some things up. We saw the anti-air workout this time around. Ooh, the whip punish there. You gotta wonder if Asteria is starting to turn things up, try to make this thing interesting.
Very been close down the wire, like we knew it would be. Luke just needs to finish it off. Asteria cannot afford to mess up any more here. Actually setting out the projectiles. Hasn't really been doing that this series. Maybe a mid-set adaptation that he finds could work out here, but now Luke daring him.
The perfect parries back to back. Yo, Asteria is on one right now. And I really love the mid-range game that Asteria is employing in this game so far.
Ooh,
He's baiting out the perfect parry, able to get the punish counter throw. But playing the mid-range so well, getting the whip punishes, playing that Ed gameplay super well.
Walking on those spires, not really attempting to try to carry them. He could, but you know, there's actions taken after that could affect that plan as well. They're both just fishing for something, but no, the OD Phantoms into the level 3 snap. This not quite gonna kill, but gonna put him on death's door here. Last ditch effort for Asteria. What can you get done?
And Abel tries to drive rush through that, but still able to land a throw. Does Luke SFH to tie things up, and on set point potentially for a 3-0.
Yeah. I mean, the Asteria could definitely come back with it. I like the situation he's in. Let's have 2 bars to work with, but cannot get wrapped to the Luke. Will catch you out every single time. Luke will spot those patterns, make you mess up. And Asteria, who's been pretty decent on defending against a lot of the spikes and the ghouls so far this game, is falling apart here in the final moments. 25% on the HP.
It really is a war of attrition against this character. You have to play the American Ninja Warrior obstacle course, and unfortunately Asteria getting clipped by so many of the Phantoms, so many of the spikes. Let's see if there an adjustment, a late adjustment can be made to potentially get on the board here. Let's see.
Have to play
but gets
absolutely
clipped
perfect.
by the projectile, and that's going to be a Luke SFH sweep. I do like the adjustments. I do like the awareness from both players. But Luke SFH able to come out the victor. Really solid stuff.
Man, it's crazy. We talked about how close a lot of the matches could have gotten. That case, I mean, the longer the set went, games 2 and 3 were more Luke on the back end of it. The start of the matches, the first round and the second round, you could tell it was staying neck and neck, but when it came to the clutch up, the hey, can you bring this ball back to your court? Asteria, which was unable to do so multiple times over, and it resulted in a 3-0 again, but it was for Luke.
All right, let's see what Cola has to say about that. What do you think about the match?
I think it was fantastic from Luke. They probably play each other a lot, but I like Luke's game plan overall. The game plan of Luke was to put him in full screen, put the departures out, and knowing that even if they perfect parry, which we did see, which was great, it wouldn't lead to much. Ed doesn't have the furthest drive rush distance, and I think without having like the classic controls, you lack crouching medium kick to try to like skate through and possibly catch something. Maybe catch a button or at least initiate some sort of pressure right after a perfect parry, drive rush up. So I like that Luke probably knew about that and was like, you don't have this weapon to approach with. It's even easier to keep you out. So perfect parries are great, but they don't lead to much, and you're just caught up in the corner still. So I like that Luke understood that, and with that game plan continuously to get the victory. 3-0, another sweep. We'll be talking to Luke here in a second. He's coming up, and not wait to talk about how his character is $1 million character right now. That's right. Luke, your character has joined the ranks of $1 million character. No matter how much they get nerfed or buffed, it'll always have that stigma around them. That character is absolutely cracked. But honestly, let's be so real deal out here. Luke, zoning pressure was fantastic. Whether he was keeping him out with the departures too as well. And Luke may be another person with that $1 million, considering how strong JP is and how strong he is with that character. Hey, Luke, how you doing? And also real quick, want to say, were you keeping them out intentionally, knowing that they couldn't drive rush after like a perfect parry, have a button right after? Is like a anti-modern strategy that you knew, or you just were running your JP script?
It wasn't really like an anti-modern thing, but like Asteria mentioned before, we've played like a lot. Like we ran like a long set just on Saturday, just a couple days ago. So a lot of it was just like tendencies, like Yomi levels kind of thing. But
Okay.
I mean, I think especially Ed, like he has the like gimmick where he can do the spark to cancel out the spike.
Right.
And Asteria did try to do that a couple times, but like if it's like a frame early or late, it gets just blown up, which is what happened in that last round. That kind of snowballed. So
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
rough. It's so rough for that. I mean, and like we did touch on it, the fact that Luke does lose out on a few tools necessary for movement in the modern style. I mean, it's like knowing that you guys play so much, you have certain things scouted, and it's like one of those things at the forefront of the mind.
yeah, like one of the big things is I didn't call it out at all that entire set, and I was like screaming at myself while I was playing. But like he neutral jumps a lot on wake up, and
Yes.
I like didn't anti-air. I don't think once the entire set. which was really annoying me. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff like that we kind of like. That was one of the main things I was thinking, and I just never got it. But yeah.
Delay
And,
peer,
St.
so like for a heavy kick or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the options that you got. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, Bruno. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
You're
interrupt
good.
you.
You're good. St. Cola mentioned that JP is in fact a $1 million winning character. How does that impact the way that you approach the character? Are you seeing stuff that Kakeru is doing? Are you seeing the way that top JPs are playing in tournament and applying it to your gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, I loved watching Kakeru win, but I feel like I got more out of watching Juicy Joe because Kakeru just plays like a robot. Like I don't think I can even try to emulate how he plays because like he's called the perfect Perry Prince for a reason.
Yeah.
Like there was when I was watching, it was to a point where like I didn't even know what the heck was happening. But I actually got a lot from Juicy Joe and how he played.
Were you
Which was a
familiar
lot.
with Juicy Joe prior?
Yes, yeah, I've been watching him for a while.
Man, it's an assault mines. I see, but I agree with Kakeru. Kakeru's one of those types that his innate defense is so good. Like his decision making is that way like a JP thing. It's just like a Kakeru thing. So it's hard to like assimilate from that. But from Juicy Joe, he's a JP main through and through. He has been one. He hadn't switched characters. You can definitely tell his tendencies. He's a human being. Yeah, he's a human being. He has all the stats filled out, but he's a human being who can understand why he does something. Kakeru is like, why'd you mash stand light punch there? Like, I get it, but why wouldn't that moment against this player, against this whatever, you know? But it's good that you have these people that you look up to. And it, honestly, at this point, I feel like you're definitely becoming one of the best JPs in the business out here. Definitely evolving and improving in a way that I am very impressed with. So keep it up. And also, why don't you go enter some tournaments? Enter the TNSs, the Casas. Come out to some, bro. Come on to some offline. Combo Breaker coming up. Yeah, I'm showing for Combo Breaker. I don't care. Come out to Combo Breaker, Evo, whatever it may be. I need to see you work. Come on. You going to Evo?
I am going to Evo.
All right, I'll see you there. All right.
All right.
All right, Luke. Appreciate you, Brody. Good stuff. And we'll catch you later.
Thank you. See you guys.
See, I'm just trying to butter him up because when he wins $1 million, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get like a stat. I'm gonna get a bid. Come on now. I got that. Yeah, you understand me, Crab?
Tactics,
How'd you feel that? How would you feel about that match?
Dude, it was fun. It was fun. Unfortunately, this is Asteria going back-to-back 0-3 in their matches today. Stings quite a bit, especially, you know, with how seasoned they are against Luke. But, I mean, JP, bro, like, I've always, literally from the beginning, even in back in season 1, I'm like, this character is just going to be, like, top of the table for the entirety of this game's lifetime. People are like, nah, it'll get nerfed. Nah, it'll be fine. It's like, no, it is not fine. It is a menace. This is not an Akali situation. You know, it's completely different. But, I mean, Luke is just so good. And we always sing his praises. Like Bruno mentioned, very much, you know, almost like one of the faces of collegiate Street Fighter with how well they do. And Luke is just like so damn good, man. Like it's actually scary.
Yeah, I think the fact that Luke SFH is so dominant is just, at this point, we're familiar with his gameplay and familiar with how dominant a player he can be. To me, one of the really cool things is that Asteria started playing Street Fighter with Street Fighter 6, I imagine, given the modern control story. And the fact that this control scheme is enabling new players that are playing traditional esports titles, different things that are offered more broadly, but they're getting into it because of the modern control scheme and able to play at the highest levels is really exciting to me, and something that I think that, you know, the conversation has gone on about modern controls and you know, all that it entails, but the fact that it's enabling new people into our space is really exciting to me and something that we should champion, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely.
We should. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we should champion more of these JP players. In fact, I'm going to champion myself playing JP real soon here, see if I can make some people mad online. Y'all, stick with it. We're going to take a quick break and return with even more collegiate action.
how this ends. In ruin. Well. Care to hear how this ends? In ruin. Well. Care to hear how this ends? In ruin. Well. Care to hear how this ends? In ruin. Well.
battle of psycho power coming up here. JP versus Bison, Dr. Iggy versus Hippo. He's back on the sticks again. Let's see if he's warmed up and ready and still hungry to compete. My name is Sekola. I'm joined with Crow and Fake Bruno. Bros, how we feeling about JP versus Bison? Crow, I'll start with you.
Look, Hippo said he was mad. I think he's still mad. I think he's crazy. He on this Bison, and honestly, he's looking unstoppable. So that's how I'm feeling about that.
Yeah, I think it's like a battle of knockdowns, right? Because whoever gets the first knockdown, they can run their game plan. So if Hippo is truly as ferocious as he's been feeling today, then I think that it really depends on who gets that first driver's cancel, who gets the first knockdown. But I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to this match. Overall, things have changed, obviously, for both characters, especially for JP. Better for him. With the aerial approach, that crouch fear stuff, going to be claiming these guys who can't just hit the moon boots, as Yipes would say, can't go for the stops continuously. I have to put some OD on it for that variant. And I think we actually have them in the call to talk even more about the matchup, Dr. Iggy and Hippo. We already talked to Hippo, so we'll start with you. Dr. Iggy, JP, bro, how you feel about the character right now?
Best character ever, what can I say?
Hippo, are you excited to fight JP as Bison?
I actually love fighting JP. So yeah, I think the matchup is pretty fun in general. I got a lot of things I can work with in this matchup.
I can't wait to see that. All right, Crow, what you got to say, brother?
I love every time Dr. Iggy's on screen with us because it's one sentence. That's all you need. Like if this was like the old territory days in pro wrestling, you'd be the silent killer, come out with the manager, have anything to say. One sentence, like, nah, I'd win. It just immediately goes in. Like, that energy, just ready for it. And I mean, look, bro, Hippo, you kind of smurfed earlier. I can't even lie. Like, you were going pretty crazy. Like, are you going to be able to bring that same energy through to this match, though?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I eat JP's for breakfast. Not going to lie. It's an everyday thing.
You see Iggy's face? You see Iggy's face? You know what?
Unimpressed, man. I'll show him.
Not impressed.
I'll show him. It's no biggie.
All right, Bruno, go ahead.
Dr. Iggy, JP stocks are up. They are soaring right now. Given that a lot of people know that the character is super strong, does that affect how you go into a match, your mental, your gameplay? How does that affect you?
I mean, Capcom Cup's cool and all. My mental is, if you arrange the letters in JP, you get honest. If you rearrange the letters in M. Bison, you get cheater. That's all I got to say.
Hippo, your response?
I think you know, up his scholarship or something. This college thing's not working out, man. I'll see. JP GG, man. I don't know.
Ooh, Iggy talking so fire, some mess. I like that. See, Iggy with the bite back. We'll see who was able to get that clap back. Hippo versus Iggy will be coming up. Get him out of here. I just want to see the fight.
Feel like I fun.
Go. Good luck or something. I don't know. Get out of here. Oh my God. All right, we got Iggy talking more than more than he ever talked in his damn life. And then Hippo with the clap back. He said JP. He said GG's. Easy
Honest
for me.
is
Easy work. Honest is wow, especially because your character just won $1 million and Bison did not. But before I start downplaying, let me go get on out of here.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Bye.
Right. Let's get it. It's down to be a fun matchup. I mean, both of the players are primed and ready to go. Bruno, brother, it's about to be a fight, a title fight at that. I mean, 3-0, 3-2. One can only tell. Hippo says he eats JPs for breakfast. He got the JPOs, the Captain JPs, I'm running out of the frosted JPs. Like there's so many. I could stretch that forever.
Honey
bro.
bunches of JP.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Love it, man.
I mean, Hippo is like on fire, and anytime that we see Hippo in these streams, that's one of the things I love about this format is that we get to develop a relationship with each player. We really know how each of them likes to approach their matchups. JP versus Bison, is that a matchup? I don't think I see that matchup too often in the weeklies, online weeklies, majors. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, so it's interesting because of the amount of maneuverability that Bison does have. Like, I mean, you're going to be abusing the hell out of Scissor Kick. Stomp also does work. Not as much anymore, the changes. I mean, you do have to spend a little bit of meter to really try to make it work. And then, you know, Devil's Reverse is a fun tool. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're well-versed, like, I mean, I believe it is more Bison favored than JP favored, but, like, the caliber of the JP player does come into factor here significantly. And I mean, Dr. Iggy, one of our most confident players, you know, the silent killer himself.
Right.
This is why it's a little bit hard to call, but you're right. Hippo does have that energy. Hippo does have that menace about him right now, so it's kind of hard to root against him.
Yeah, the funny thing is that very seldom does a character do to M. Bison what M. Bison does to other characters, but I feel like JP is one, especially with like level 2 activated in the corner, the OD portals, like those overhead setups, feeling that pressure in the corner. I wonder if we're going to see Iggy's ability to do so against Hippo in this set. Oh, as I say, a huge whip punish in the corner, and Bison doing Bison stuff right now.
Yeah, keeping it simple, going for a lot of these crouching lows and crouching lights and crouching mids, and doing a decent job of it. Took it very slow, not quite a perfect, but damn near close. Hippo taking it on that first round. Don't worry, we'll get the names fixed in just a moment. But yeah, like, I mean, it's just a pressure game that Hippo exudes on this Bison. JP can get started though. That's something different.
Yo, but Hippo already interrupting with his buttons, interrupting Dr. Iggy streams. It is like an awareness that only practice can bring. The OD able to get the bomb off again, force the pressure again, and baits out the drive reverse. So that is that a perfect? No, that's a near perfect, but that's a quick game one. And Hippo kind of looking like M. Bison rearranged does look like cheater.
I'm telling you, like, it's just the confidence of Hippo to know that, like, he can force the issue, go in with OD Scissor Kick, jump in, plant the bomb on him, forcing Dr. Iggy to, you know, have to throw out. Like, I mean, Departure's not going to work in this situation, right? You're going to have to expend more meter, get the drive reversal out, crouching light, crouching medium, whatever have you. Throw it out, but it's just so difficult for him to get anything done. Let's see, that's the bomb. Okay, boom, boom. That's some distance created. Now, what can he work with? Nothing, because Bison's drive rush is so ridiculous. Capcom, fix it.
Oh my gosh, absolutely putting the pressure on, looking like the defensive player of the year, absolutely piling on that pressure. That's going to be round one, but Hippo, man, like, I think calling out those strings with such enthusiasm, with such alacrity, the OD Devil's Reverse, we're in the corner again. This is where you live. This is your zip code.
Hey, I got an Amazon package for you. It's a fist with your name on it. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You try to get out of the corner, get anti-aired immediately. Now, there is a tiny bit of offense from Iggy, but it's immediately stopped out by Hippo again. Not quite burned out, but the drive attack still gets the job done. Scissors in to level 3. Give me that victory.
This is looking like AGDQ right now. This is a speed run. He is trying to work through the bracket. I don't know what to say. Hippo is a man possessed right now, just calling out all of the options, acknowledging all the different things. Like, Hippo's like, yo, I played the best of the best. I played the Luke SFHs. I played the top tiers. You got to come with a little bit more spice than that. And the bomb is on. Oh my gosh, he is taking him on a trip around the world in 80 days.
Oh, he barely touched the ground. That was one of the first times he actually touched the ground in this. We're playing Street Fighter. This is the Guilty Gear. What's going on here? What are these juggles going? Oh my goodness. Absolutely disgusting. Hippo in burnout, still playing unafraid. Dr. Iggy just to drive it back to get off. Drive rush. Medium, go ahead, try to get it done, but no. The reverse puts him back in, and he's on a dot of health here. Throw reverse into the corner. Good set up shop here, but no. Bison too strong. Bison too fast. Hippo on match point already.
Yeah, but that was the most that Dr. Iggy was able to play so far in the set. And if he's able to build upon that, then he could potentially get on the board. But not if OD Scissor Kicks has anything to say about it. The bomb is on. All right, drive rush in, Devil's Reverse. Just neutral drumming for dear life, seeing that Blas did that against BX Bao so many times at Capcom Cup, but not working out in his favor. Level 3? Oh, does not go. The overhead lands. Is that going to be a perfection KO to punctuate the set? Doesn't even. just goes into the level 3 as extra credit, saying signed, sealed, and delivered. Hold that for me, please. Here we go.
One of the style points. This is one of the style points. I'm telling you. Ooh-wee. That's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Hippo.
He's got stuff to do today, is what he's saying. I've got things to attend to. I've got matters to attend to, is what Hippo said with that performance.
Man.
Light work. But Dr. Iggy, like I said, at the tail end there, was able to kind of play some of his game plan, but it just really seemed like Hippo had a read on everything that Dr. Iggy wanted to do. And it didn't really seem like, I mean, actually, the interruptions on the block strings from Hippo, it's just, I know JP strings, I know what's real, I know what isn't, and that was not real at all. Cola, what do you think about that set?
All right, let me just go take a wait. I can't use the bathroom. We're done. We just got here. I mean, Hippo, as he said, loves to eat JPs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. Apparently, as he had all the matchup knowledge in it. I feel like the jump ins definitely worked out because like you're worried about the OD stomp, but that didn't really come that often. That happened that often. So I feel like Iggy maybe should be a little more comfortable. But then again, that's it. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. On the ground game, I feel like he afforded himself those jump ins because he was using scissor kick to enter in the right proper angles and not get punished. We saw the threat of the OD Cycle Crushers who can't throw out the fireballs. It's kind of a hard proposition to even go for those anti-airs as the match goes on. Once that's established, the aerial approach and the grounded approach, it's looking long, as my EU brethren would say. Hippo, I want to talk to you, bro, and ask how you are so good at that matchup, bro. What is your lab process against JP? I know there's more JPs out there now. Obviously, there's like Banana Can and stuff like that. There's Luke, obviously, I'm sure that you run into and practice and play with. But in terms of finding like serious JP competitors, what's your typical practice? Do you find these players and you practice against them, or are you just going to lab, studying notes and things like that, watching matches? What's your
I'd say the way I learned the JP matchup wasn't through grinding versus one specific person. I'd say most of the experience or most of the knowledge I know is legacy knowledge from season 1, where they were just, you know, the piranhas were all over the waters, man. Like they were everywhere. Season 1 JP was craziness, man. Like if you didn't know that
I was
matchup,
JP player
like,
too.
if you, exactly, you know, JP player turned Bison. It's beautiful. But yeah, if you didn't know that matchup in season 1, like you were gonna go down in brackets some random JP you never heard of, and it was important to know. So I'd say the way I learned it in season 1 mainly was just watching the best and watching replays where I was in an uncomfortable situation. So just mainly watching replays and taking notes.
Bet. Crow?
Man, y'all Texas boys are different. I can't even lie. I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
Everything's bigger down here, man.
Bro, 3-0 to 3-0. Like, come on, bro. Like, we still got some weeks left. What's going on? Clearly.
Man, it's coming up. It's crunch time. It's crunch time.
Hunting for that trophy,
Crunch
indeed.
time.
Looking in pristine form. I mean, you're just looking so comfortable in every single form and definition of the word. And like I just say, and hats off to you, man.
Thank you. Comfort's real important. If you're playing scared, then it'll show. You gotta be comfortable. Train like how you play how you train.
That's true.
Hippo, you interrupted so many of those block strings. Is that you're just mashing? You're just looking for an opening, or is it awareness of the block strings? And how do you develop that awareness?
It's definitely leaning towards awareness. Of the block strings you use, like they never canceled into the away. That's just, usually you want to. I don't know if like you noticed, but during the first round, you just take a step back, you take a look at what he's doing, and then game 2 and onwards, you start switching it up. If he doesn't switch it up, then you keep doing it. Same with what I was doing. Basically just matching that 6-frame crush beating punch in between his block strings. After I saw the first one, he didn't cancel into the away, and then it kept working. So
Good
I
stuff.
like that. I like your mentality on that, bro. Like if something's working, you keep doing it, keep running it. Especially the reward that Bison gets off of damn near every interaction, as they lead to bomb or damage right after. It's a good idea to see what they're doing right after and apply that pressure right after that. For Bison, obviously, I'm not downplaying. I'm just saying you have to have those offensive tendencies in terms of what buttons you can press in between strings and things like that. You don't have a reversal like other characters do. You'd rather not use that level 1 or level 2 for a bust out opportunity. So I do like the fact that you're saving your bar for damage and understanding the matchup to a T survive. So good stuff to you, Hippo.
Thank you.
And I guess we'll see you next time.
I'll be here. Bye bye.
I bet you will, brother. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, Hippo, he's pretty dang good.
Pretty
dang-
crazy.
Yeah. Bruno?
Domination. I really like his mindset when it comes to preparation, and it's a testament to the fact, like, one of the things that's really cool about engaging with a player after a set like that is you get to hear about what they're thinking, what the thought process is, how they prepare for it. And as a player that's trying to improve in the chat or watching the VOD, whatever the case may be, it's things that you can take away. Having notes, like physical notes or notes on a Google Doc or something like that, those things are key. That's really how you get to the next level of your gameplay, is mindful and thoughtful and diligent practice. So really cool to hear his process.
It's cool to see these players' process throughout their collegiate play. In fact, we're going to look a deeper dive over at one of our other players named Davey, see what they've been up to.
Hi, I'm David Tran. My tag is just Davey, and I'm from University of Texas at Arlington.
It's burnt out. Level 3! Davey!
What I love about Street Fighter 6 is, being able to learn and grow, get stronger, and as you play, as you compete, you see yourself little by little getting stronger and just learning a little bit more. And that's what I love about it. Just being able to see yourself improve in real time. I like the ability to just prove myself and how, my own skills against another person. It's just fast, high octane action, and just ability to just dominate the other person. I love that. I've been playing Street Fighter 6 since the game came out 2 years ago in 2023. My main character is Dhalsim. He's a zoner / rushdown character. The reason that I like playing Dhalsim is because, he's a very high action per second character. So on my controller, I'm just pressing a bunch of buttons at once. And that's just, the thing about me is I'm kind of fidgety. So I just like mashing buttons, and the character lets me do that. Collegiate esports really gives a lot of these students their chance to step foot on the big stage, to be able to play with people from across the country, across the world. And I think that's something that's very special, because a lot of the times, a lot of these high level college players, they won't really become super professional, but it gives them the chance to, experience that moment. I've been in CCC for the Smash team, and I like that it gives players a chance to play for themselves. The other games in CCC, Rocket League, even Smash and Overwatch, they're all team games, right? So you're kind of reliant on holding your own weight, but as well as your other teammates. But for Street Fighter, it's all you. If you lose, that's all on you. That's what I like about that. There's a lot of college level students, college age students that are playing Street Fighter, and I think it's a very competitive game and it's very global. So I think being able to compete with other people from across the country, that's really great. I love all Pagoda stacks, I'm not gonna lie. But the egg rolls, that's my go-to. The default egg rolls, you can't go wrong with that.
I want more matches, and so do you. So get quick with it. Beautiful Crow, Fake Bruno, and me, St. Cola. Let's bring in our competitors and have a little chat with them. I think this one will be spicy, as all of matches today have been, surprisingly. Absolute sweeps off the feet. I'm not sure why. But I'll let them beat the nasty man. We'll see if they have these two cats. Three Eyes and Qua. I just like saying your name, Qua. I'm sorry. I like saying it like that. Three Eyes, Qua, how you doing? We'll start with Three Eyes. How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing alright. I'm kind of tired. I just came back from PR, so we went down there for the Winter Clash event. That was pretty fun. Just a little tired and jet lag because we got home yesterday. So, but I'm here to play, and I won't let it bog me down.
All right, I like that. Qua, how you feeling?
I'm doing all right. I just ate my dinner, ready to go. But this is my first time playing with Three Eyes, so we'll see how the matches go. I'm excited.
Okay. All right, Crow, what you got to ask?
Got done with that dinner. Now it's time for some dessert, possibly. I mean, this is gonna be really dope. I mean, like first time matchup for you guys. I mean, that's really dope. I mean, we don't really get that often. So feeling confident going into this. You got that victory earlier. Like same game plan as before, switch it up a little bit. Let's talk pre-game strats. That was for Qua
Is it me?
specifically.
Oh, that was for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Not much new game plan, same as usual. I'll do my stuff. Yeah, try to perfect parry as much, the fireball as much as possible. That's my game plan. Yeah.
A good one to have. A good one to have.
Yeah, it really feels like Luke wants to be in and Gal wants to keep you out. So Three Eyes, as you head into this matchup with a character that is so aggressive and wants to be in your face, how do you keep him out? And what's your game plan?
So, one thing that I noticed about Luke is that in neutral he really likes to just steal space. So the best way to prevent that obviously is to control that with your fireball pressures, because generally, right, Luke has a range where he can't really contest you unless he spends meter. So you got to be looking for that and slowly whittling him down, and then you still have to go in once in a while. You can't be too passive against Luke, otherwise you'll kind of lose the war of attrition. He's going to hit you too hard to really stay consistent. So you have to go in a little bit. You have to punish him hard for making mistakes.
I could definitely do that with the tempo. Yeah. We'll see how that happens. I expect a lot of driver stand light kick when you get close enough, but we're not gonna spoil too much. We'll just let you cats go have that combat. Go have fun. Battle it out for our enjoyment. See you in a second. All right. With this matchup, he was talking about starting things off the offense and things like that. I feel like driver stand light kick is such a big tool for Guile players once they're close enough. That's quite a nice plus frame scenario. A lot of Guile players have been doing that quite a bit. If you watch over at Capcom Cup and the other Guile players overall, when you watch their streams Do and things like that, about mid-range, that's a good initiator to start off the pressure. We'll see how Qual deals with that. If that's even part of Guile's game plan, I'm just theorizing, prophesizing. Let me get on to getting on out of here. And I'll see you right after this. Have fun, boys.
We're gonna have some fun indeed. Bruno, my boy, how we feeling about this one?
Qua is very interesting because he's as Noah as you can get without going into burnout every single scenario, but is willing to go into burnout for the ODDP on Wake Up and stuff like that. So and Three Eyes, these are both really, really solid players. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they match up. But I think it's going to be exactly what Three Eyes mentioned. His ability to keep Luke out and then also be aggressive when he needs to be.
Absolutely. I mean, aggression is kind of the name of the game when you do play this character, and I mean, Noah really has, like I said, shown a light on that forefront. Because the student of the game for sure. He sets up for multiple throws in the corner. Three Eyes finally able to break him off. Now let's see what he gets done. Oh, doesn't watch the ankles and gets caught again. Right back in the corner, able to jump out this time though. Can he turn it around? I do know he said he is tired, but he gotta wake up. Or else he's gonna get caught up and done up.
Qua
Taking up.
Qua claims to be a collegiate student, but I really think he's an esthetician because he is absolutely clipping the toes, just has such a read on his opponents, knows when to press, knows when to snipe out those walkbacks, and let's see what 3Eyes can do to kind of adjust to this. Ooh, I like that. A really well-spaced fireball is going to be able to get the punish counter in his face and didn't have the charge for the flash kick, but able to get the anti-air. That's going to be a key to 3Eyes' success if he's able to take it.
Yeah, that was actually something really I pointed out. I kind of perked up in my chair a bit. I'm like, okay, no flash kick, but still anti-air all the same. Still getting it done. 3Eyes playing this one quite slow. Not, you know, being overzealous in it. Nice parry. Black foot kick. Blocked. But yeah, just taking it slow as he needs to so he doesn't get caught out. Claw does. Shoulder barge in. Push him ever so close to that corner that he knows he gets checked in. Nice. Another check in the anti-air. There's the flash kick to get some more damage. Create some distance. Drive rush in. Throw. Drive rush in, kick. Got Qua on the back.
This is exactly what 3Eyes wants to do, and Qua kind of letting it happen, letting the war of attrition play out, not aggressing too much, maybe acknowledging, okay, I need to really balance my aggression with some solid defense, but 3Eyes is making it pay for this right now.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, checks into the Sonic Boom. He's gonna pay for it in blood, but potentially could come back here on this last little sliver. No, the flash kick seals the deal. 3Eyes tie it up one apiece.
Really solid end to that round, but Qua with a confident walk up, like the absolute cojones to walk up in that scenario when you're both in burnout and when you have like 1 pixel of health left, it just goes to show the confidence that Qua is bringing into his gameplay and in this set. And again, the corner, if Qua is able to get the corner reliably the way that he has in the first round and in this round, it's going to be light work for this guy.
Boom. Looking to do that work indeed. I'm telling you, this is the post jet lag gameplay mantra style. Just making it work. Goes for level 3 here and it's gonna connect. Oh my god. Qua already in burnout. 3Eyes. Gonna send him to the depths, take a large chunk of health out, but how does he finish it off here? How does he continue this momentum that he's accrued?
Oh, does not connect. That was really the key for me if 3Eyes was going to be able to make the most of this burnout. But Qua with the offensive pressure, able to get the game. Although he was in burnout, all the cards were stacked against him, and he was able to lock in Shades of Noah the Prodigy.
Sheesh, she's at no level 3, no problem, baby. Qua gets the victory in. Puts the win in his column that he snatched back from the near brink of defeat here. 3Eyes has to recoup and bring it back. Ooh, goes to the parry, expecting to jump in, but that was the jump over. Cross up is good. Qua keeping him back, pushing him back even farther. Bruno, 3Eyes looking a little shaky here.
I mean, but an incredible timing to stop the special move attempt from Qua is in the corner, but the OD flash kick able to get him out here. I love this setup, setting up the Sonic Blade. Doesn't get the whip punish on the sweep, but able to maintain the pressure. It looks like although Qua is playing so high tempo, it is not phased 3Eyes quite yet. Although OD DP after the plus frames might be the thing to kind of make it break down.
Oh, catch them low. Flash it in the corner. OD to push out. Nice. The boomerang just a check, and he is good with it. Dashes through using boomerangs to get some pressure, create some space, but the anti-air from Qua is good. Does he dodge back for the throw? No! Kicks him in the corner again! Your bluffs are empty, just like your life bar. Qua taking another round.
Yeah, the huge like confirm to secure that round, but I do think the Sonic Blades are doing exactly what you're mentioning, just dominating the space, creating some space for 3Eyes, trying to get Luke away from him. But at this point, Qua is able to use so many of Luke's advancing normals to get in Guile's face. The overhead does land for 3Eyes. Let's see. Oh, we do get a punish now on the sweep. We get the screen space, but no fireballs. Kind of letting Qua walking for free. Oh my gosh, ODDP, the Qua special.
Okay. Needs to close out here. Just one more. Play it carefully, play it sneakily. Oh, overshoots just a little bit. Isn't burnout now? It's scary. Does block it for a moment, but he's going to push back to the corner. He has to act fast. Yes, 3Eyes will take it. Well, again, another final round scenario, Bruno. 3Eyes starting to come a little bit more alive. I mean, yes, that last one still by the skin of his teeth, but decision making has been all right so far. So to continue it is. And Qua with that neutral jump, that was spicy. Carry it all the way. Beast mode, baby. Get him some
Calling
fat
out.
damage in this all important match.
Oh my gosh, the early flash kicks coming in just so reliably, like every time in that scenario. And I love the Sonic Blade to dominate the stage space. And here, Qua is just like absolutely walking him down, looking like the Kendrick Lamar lyric. And a level 3 for 3 Eyes is going to be critical arts, get him some of that drive gauge back, try to get him out of burnout. But here, I mean, you've got a level 1 on the side of Qua. We have seen the reactions time and time again.
Keeping that charge though. Keeping that charge though. That's smart. Qua throwing that OD sandblast in, but he doesn't keep it up. And 3 Eyes just Sonic booms him to death. Classic Guile gameplay.
Ben & Jerry's, no, it's not Ben & Jerry's. It's Baskin Robbins has like 30 flavors, but sometimes vanilla gets the job done. A simple Sonic Boom is all it takes for 3 Eyes to get on the board here. And I like it, just maintaining the pressure, playing things real slow. Although Qua is right in his face and playing super high octane, he is not budging. He is a brick wall, and you have to contend with me. You have to get past me. I'm not playing your game. You're in here with me.
Man, this is a prison yard fight if I've seen one. Keep it to it though. Qua, we're gonna bring this back. Go up. We are all tied up here. Just about even life. The same. Tack anchors. Send them up. Put them up style. 3 Eyes. Got him in the corner.
This is kind of a turn of fate there. Oh, the Sonic Boom is all that 3 Eyes needs to get the round on the board. But it's just like kicks to the face over and over again. 3 Eyes really establishing that pressure. And Qua with a drive rush in, a really quick adaptation saying, okay, I want to be right in your face. You've been keeping the space super, super well, 3 Eyes. Qua, I'm going to drive rush in as much as possible.
Literally as much as possible. He's commanding a lot of respect though, I would say. Qua rather is giving a lot of respect to 3 Eyes. When I come back to fight him, as now the wow, what a reach! That crouching jab's gonna connect. Pick the ball back in the court of Qua. How far can he push this though? All the way to the corner. That's how far.
And this is a really dominant position that was afforded to Qua just because, biting on the throw, that is going to be around for Qua. But both of those instances where 3 Eyes goes for the extension with the command normal, Qua was able to either neutral jump it or get the whiff punish. So if you're 3 Eyes, that's one of the adjustments that you're going to be wanting to make, is I'm going to be more cautious with the way that I drive rush in. Perfect parry on lock, and the sweep does not go through the Sonic Blade this time around.
Man, 3 Eyes. I feel like every single game so far has gone down to this final round, right?
And it definitely is like going back and forth, and I think Qua, we are looking for the adjustment that Qua is going to make because he plays so high tempo, so high octane, going for the extension on the command, the target combo rather, gets the knee, OD. All right. Ooh, was ready.
3 Eyes ready
so
to pounce. I love it. He's gonna take this all the way to the bank. Level 3, yes, spend it right now. What a great catch. The reactions and the hands are ready. Bro said, I just got off a plane yesterday. I've been sleeping all day. Doesn't matter. Sneaks it out. Goes up in this. Currently 2-1. One more to claim total victory.
Yeah, that was super, super solid from 3 Eyes. The immediate reaction into the full drive bar spend, knowing that level 3 was going to kill. And Qua doesn't seem to be too phased right now. Still piling on the pressure. That medium kick, keeping the drive rush out. All right. Fireball pressure here. Ooh, you don't get the anti-air this time. And Qua's in.
Boom. Nice tag. Block though, Qua. The parry. Not a perfect parry, but still. Getting back some of that drive gauge. Mitigating some of that pressure. Holding on. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, 3 Eyes. I see you. I see you. Staying alive here. Looking to push on forward. Needs to get this round. Below. Cross up, but no. The DP caught out, but answered with the OD flash kick. I love it.
These two are going band for sure. This is like super, super back and forth, as you previously mentioned. Oh my gosh, but another confident walk up from Qua. Just absolutely unfazed. You're down right now. 3 Eyes has demonstrated that he has kind of found you out, and you're still going in for the walk up throw.
Jeez. Both with the same amount of life. He's gonna tag. He's gonna make him pay for it. The hands are ready. The hands are heavy. The hands are great. 3 Eyes taking round 1 in this next game. Just needs to finish it off.
3 Eyes with the Boricua boost, coming back from Puerto Rico and red to go. I don't know, maybe he needs to go to Puerto Rico more often. Get some arroz con gandules, if you will.
Full plate. Oh, Barber taking a full foot to the gut. Uppercut lands. Great flush. Looks to even this one up. 3 Eyes in danger. Baits out the parry. Shimmy backwards. Step forward. Let the hands fly. Qua once again. Final round in this set.
Man, that you said it like a couple times now. These two are going back to back. Level 1 on the board for 3 Eyes, getting that life advantage early on in this match. Qua absolutely dancing on him in the corner. Ooh, the perfect parry. He said that was going to be one of his keys to success. Drive gauge looking low here, but another perfect parry. He's absolutely dialed in, and 3 Eyes with the level up. Who is going to take it?
So tense, you can literally cut the tension with a toothpick right now. The sweep though, this could spell disaster for Ka. What's the next answer? Goes to the block, nothing too crazy. That's a wild swing! Interesting choice to take. Level 2, gonna spend the rest of the drive gauge, but this is a very scary situation. 3 Eyes could just boomerang him to death again. There it goes, he charged it for the level 3. It's not gonna connect, it's gonna get parried, and it's gonna get shut down. It's gonna be 3 Eyes. Perfect placement to end the series. 3-1. Oh my god.
Guile is not typically known for gameplay that makes my heart race like that, but just the readiness, the restraint to block, although Qua had the level 3, is what he needed in order to get that punish counter throw at the end there. But some adaptations, we saw Qua kind of play pretty handily and take 3 Eyes in that first game, but able to make the adaptations, the Sonic Blade to control the space, and some really excellent Guile gameplay from this jet-lagged 3 Eyes. Cola, talk to me. What do you think? The Boricua
Here's the
boost?
thing. It's, you over in Puerto Rico, you dine on that beautiful food that they got, because I've been there. Shout out to Puerto Rico First Attack. All the homies out there, they just announced a tournament, so you better pull up on that one in a couple of months. But regardless of that, you done played some of the amazing players out there. You went in you had to play like Louis Man, who was out there in that tournament, stuff like that. You done been emboldened by that offline play. That's why you go and travel when it comes to FGC stuff. But realize that we did good work right there. We said about the driver stand light kick. We saw that implementation when he got close enough. Fireball game was insane, and as you pointed out, for as well as he blocked things out, he was able to stay solid and standard when it comes to the likes of fighting Luke, which he knew was going to be explosive if Luke got in. He kept him out continuously until it was his turn and his time to party. So 3 Eyes, very well done. I feel like the jet lag did not defeat you as it has defeated me so many times. But I gotta know, did you play any Lukes while you were out in Puerto Rico by chance at all?
I actually did not.
Oh.
So we were expecting Noah the Prodigy to show up to Winter Clash, and I was so hoping to get some games with him because obviously Noah the Prodigy is super good, and he stayed home because it makes sense, right? Because Capcom Cup was so close, and then there was also On the Rebels, but yeah. So I actually didn't get any Luke practice, but I do have a very, very strong Luke at our local that goes by Scarecrow, so I do have quite a bit of knowledge.
The homie.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry, Scarecrow. You don't watch this and be like, well, you didn't say me. Well, next time, why don't you qualify for the PT finale, Scarecrow? All love the Scarecrow on some real stuff. Crow, the other Crow, what you got to say, bro?
I mean, that sure was scary. I can't even lie. Like, it was every single round. I think it went to final round every single game, all 4 games. Like, that's stressful enough as is. Like, tell me how you kept composure through all of that, because that was absolutely terrifying on our end.
Yeah, it was definitely like the thing that you have to have when you're playing guys. You have to have patience and realize that sometimes, like if they get a jump in or an overhead, or if they throw loop you 5 times, you kind of just have to hold that, and if it's not going your way, it's not going your way. The main thing is that if you have the patience and you have the like perseverance to take those sort of things, and you see that one opening that you get if they make a mistake, right? That's your chance to actually take the control of the game back. And so you're always looking for that as a Guile player, especially like my quote unquote specialty that everybody says is that I'm really good at reacting to DI. And like that second game I thought was actually lost. And then suddenly that opportunity popped up in the corner. I'm like, DI, there it is. Right? And I got the winning scenario off that. It's one of those special things where like I practiced. I had such a problem with DI because like early in the rankings, Guile really struggles because all of his normals lose to DI. So when I was in like gold rank, everybody was just mashing DI on me. So I spent hours just practicing how to react to DI, and now it's just automatic. It's funny to me because like I watch replays and stuff, and my fingers will twitch when the people do DI. It's hilarious. But yeah, like that was that wake up moment where I'm like, there's my chance, you know. And so I was able to bring it out.
You were able to have the reaction on lock, but you also had the awareness that you had all the drive gauge and the super art that you needed in order to get the round. How do you build that awareness? You talked about practicing the DI, but knowing your resources and stuff like that, how do you build that awareness?
So it's a lot about just understanding how the structure of the combo system works. If you know that in Street Fighter 6, when you do a level 3, your level 3 can never scale past 50%. The threshold for that killing, you can kind of guess is around like one decent hit into yellow health, right? And you start to get a lot of practice into, okay, your combo does around like 40 to 50% before it gets to this point, and yada, 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 right? So if you figure that out, you can say, okay, do I get one good hit before the yellow? If I get one good hit before the yellow, then usually I'll let it rip. And it'll be sometimes, right? It's not a foolproof strategy because sometimes you'll get that magic pixel and it's scary, but it's a pretty good strategy of knowing like this is gonna kill. And when you know specific combos like that where you have your full meter dump, you know that okay, it does around like 57, 5800.
I feel that. Yeah, definitely feel that.
Well, I think we have to invite your next opponent up here, Luke SFH. We're going to be getting the interview. Good stuff. Three eyes for now. But you have another competitor. Look at him, just fading on in my plasma that careful puts on. Luke, back with the new hat.
I was like, change.
Dang, oh my God, like Luke, how you doing? Matchup, you know, on paper, he did well against it, and he's done well. Also watching you play that matchup. How do you feel about having to fight Three Eyes right now?
I mean, I think the matchup's definitely favored, but with how much me and Max have played, it's probably pretty even at this point. But I think like in a vacuum, JP definitely does well dealing with zoning. But Max is really good dealing with it. So we'll see.
Yeah. I have a lot of specifics to deal with JP because I played so much. So you know, it's one of those like hard matchups for Guile. I actually feel more comfortable in some other matchups that are not as terrible. Right.
Okay.
So I think that it'll be interesting for sure because it really feels like it can go either way. And if I'm not on it 100%, you know, Luke has every chance of just taking me out. So it'll be fun to see.
Yes, it will. All right, Crow, what you got to ask?
I'm excited. I mean, both of them are raring to go. Like, these are two of CFGC's finest, just going at it, just, you know, to cap us off for the night. I'm excited. I wanted to see this one. I think it was like what the first match supposed to be like first or second match of the day. Fortunately, it's not. It's fallen down to this lower register. But honestly, how are y'all feeling going up against each other? I know y'all play each other often, but like, who's got a little bit of the leg up on this one?
I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm excited. We actually haven't played in a little bit, like compared to how often we usually play, just with schedules. But pretty sure last time we played in tournament I won, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I might have like what Seikola said, the vacation power up or whatever, but I'm I've honestly been doing worse than a lot of my my other stuff has been like kind of going into like really hitting it hard and playing more again. I've actually been kind of like on a decline and losing a lot. So
Word.
I don't know. It's one of those things where you want to lose before every match so you can learn more and then you can improve. Uh, you know, I always say to myself, okay, if you lose here, right, that means more wins later on, right? So, but
Okay.
I am kind of worried that like I haven't gotten like solid practice that I want to in a while because of my schedule's just been super full and I had a lot of stuff to do. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, Bruno, final words.
I'm excited about it. One of the things I do want to ask you guys is, given that you guys play each other so often, you've played how do you, given that this is a 1v1 game and there's like ego on the line, how do you manage like wanting to win versus the will to improve and like communicate with each other in order to like give each other notes? How do you manage the tension? Three
I
eyes.
mean, at least on my end, I'm hoping it's the same with Max, but like I never like hide tech, you know. I'm not like saving it for nationals or anything. And I think Max is the same way. When we play, we talk a lot about the game. So
Yeah, I've always had this idea that if you constantly help everybody else to improve, they're gonna help you improve as well. And if they don't, it's kind of their loss because then they're going to get kind of stuck in this like personal loop where they don't feel connected with other people and they don't feel like they want to reach out and play games, learn, and have more development. Because I think that especially here in the CFGC, we're not necessarily the top players, but we all have the potential to seriously be them someday. So we're all trying to get there, and so we should all try together because I think it's going
to. Easy word. Well, you know what? Y'all been doing a lot of talking. I want to see a lot of fighting. Good luck to both of you, and we'll see one of you on the other side wins. See you, boys. Wow, that was crazy from Three Eyes. I mean, he never wanted to, crap talk or anything like that. He's definitely a really chill dude, and I love the fact he's been making a lot of progress. Same with Luke, also, as you mentioned. I think Bruno, a very good face to CFGC. So we're gonna see who's getting the victory after this. I'm gonna back away and let y'all commentate. Have fun.
That kind of fired me up. I'm lit right now. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go to war.
We're
about to get into it
after this stream. We are running 150 matches, you and I. One of the things that I love is like Luke SFH is a young player, a collegiate player, but he's so like knowledgeable about the FGC terms and like he is of the community. Like it's cool to see these younger players really embrace it, save it for nationals, Yomi, all the things that he's discussing. It's like really demonstrable of the fact that he is like, and both of these players are legit FGC. Love to see it.
Oh yeah. And you see it off rip, immediately at each other's throats. Very similar to the last game that we saw with Three Eyes. But this time around, Luke definitely knows how to counter and definitely knows how to play into this type of setup, right? I mean, Zoner versus Zoner, except one of them happens to be more of a charge character. So now, how do you attack this drive gauge from Luke? How do you not allow him to, get set up? And JP versus Guile, such a crazy matchup. JP can just outdo you at every possible turn when it comes to projectiles.
And I like the OD projectile in order to get Luke SFH away from throwing those spikes out. Oh, tries to go for the jump, but does get hit by the spike. With some drive gauge, able to parry through it. Oh, just a missed space on the sweep attempt. And Three Eyes kind of holding his ground really well here. Gets the flash kick. One interaction is all Three Eyes needs to bring this thing back, but drive gauge back on Luke SFH's side can spell destruction. Oh, the throw! He was on his back foot almost the entire round, but Three Eyes with a normal throw is able to get on the board here.
No way. That throw was such a wonderful call out. Ugh. Nasty. Okay, Three Eyes. Look, that Puerto Rican power-up is running on fierce at the moment. keeping him in this lead. Nice bait! Actually messing with my mind there. That was reminiscent of a smash fastfall, just stopping right in front of your opponent to get that counter off. Keeping this lead. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Luke looking a little frazzled.
That is absolutely right. He is keeping Luke cornered, jailed in the corner, able to cancel, spending the level 3. We talked about awareness prior to the match, and he knew exactly that he had the right amount of resources in order to net the kill. It was just one confirmed, and that's 3 eyes 1-0 against Luke SFH. Luke, I mean, this is a matchup that forces even a player like Knuckle Dude to go Cammy. And 3 eyes playing it so well, playing the mid screen, like the 2 and 3 character length so well with the projectiles, and 3 eyes just putting on the show. But Luke SFH coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeez. Putting the pressure on, forcing again another reaction out of Luke and putting him in a disadvantageous situation. Gonna be able to end this one out should he so choose, but no, he backed off for a moment. Luke get a few punch counters in there. Down, but not quite out yet, and unfortunate for him. That's a drive impact at the corner, baby. That spells the end of your life bar. What a good catch from 3 eyes.
Yo, 3 eyes is, I mean, I've seen in the previous weeks, as Luke SFH able to call out the projectile throw and hit him with that drive impact, but 3 eyes has been a little bit shaky in his sets on these streams. But I don't know, I'm saying maybe it just took that string of losses in order to motivate him to really lock in, really focus up, and dial in this Gao gameplay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. 3 eyes doing such a great job holding these W's, holding these charges, these baits as well. I mean, that's like the biggest thing that I'm seeing from 3 eyes right now, right? It's the fact that he's forcing a lot of reaction out of Luke that Luke normally wouldn't make. So that is like a big key in his favor, and Luke, though, definitely has the ability to bring it back. Because, yep, catch them in the anti-air, immediate departure, spikes, going in.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is the fact that Luke SFH has him full screen, is throwing the spikes out, but it's not making 3 eyes shake. He's not making any uncharacteristic choices. He is just sticking to his game plan, playing patiently, like he mentioned previously, and just staying his ground. But Luke SFH making the most of it. One more spike, he's gonna be level 3. Doesn't go into it.
Oh my god! He's trying to burn him out. He's trying to burn him out here, but unfortunately played this food a little too much. 3 eyes is low enough for critical art. This ain't just a regular level 3, baby. This got some spice to it. It's another victory.
The Puerto Rican power up, the Boricua boost, put some sazon on that critical art. I'm part of the Puerto Rican delegation, and we're claiming him as well. He needs to move to Puerto Rico.
I'm telling you, man, absolute insanity with and I understood the idea of what Luke was playing at, but that last round. Get him low enough, get him in burnout before he gets you in burnout, so you can abuse him with the spice, use him with the departure, use him with the TP even. But unfortunately, that was not the case, and it's kind of how it figures into zoner matchups, right? Like who gets who out first, and resource management is so important when it comes to scenarios like these. 3 eyes just making a better guesses currently, and he's in now. Drive versus extension for the combo. Boom, 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 boom. Eat them boomerangs. Jumps us in immediately, but he has the reaction. We saw him be tested before, Luke. This ain't gonna work the second time. Now you're stuck in the corner. You're too low. Drive impact just ends your life. Doesn't even need the stun.
My goodness, 3 eyes is playing so solid, and seldom do we see Luke SFH on the back foot like this. I mean, we know the caliber of player that Luke SFH is. We've seen him on major stages, but 3 eyes right now playing the space so well, forcing the burnout, getting the perfect parry, the awareness to go for the DI to force the burnout. 3 eyes is. It's clear that the study and the preparation is paying off as the OD or the amnesia rather lands for the side of Luke SFH. Signs of life potentially.
Tries to jump in and catch another one, but no, not going to be the case. Oh my god, 3 eyes is just reading his mind right now. Make it stop. He's already dead.
Oh, doesn't go for that. Doesn't end with the level 1. Could have been a missed execution, but such a dominating position. The level 2, if anything is going to turn the tables, it's going to be the level 2.
Yeah. The thing. Nah, but 3 eyes watched the Dr. African video. He knows how to block against that level 2. He knows what to do in the situation and goes up to match point here. Actually, I believe that was all 3, or is this going to be the character switch from Luke?
No, I think that was a light 3-0 from 3
Okay.
eyes. And I mean, just absolutely tapping into his third eye, seeing the future, the past, present, future all at once. Doctor Strange seeing all the possible outcomes. And like I said, we have rarely seen Luke SFH put on the back foot like that. But Three Eyes with a dominating performance to show us that Guile can indeed win in this JP matchup.
Bruh, Three Eyes in that matchup, I'm telling you, he was as my grandpappy would say, he put belt to ass. That was actually disgusting with how oppressive he was able to play in that matchup. I mean, Luke had a few moments where it looked like it could have been close, but unfortunately, he just got outpaced, and we just saw Three Eyes just open that third eye, like you said, just see everything, and it just worked out in his favor.
Cola, talk to me. What did you think about that dominating performance from Three Eyes?
I really love watching matches where the players have already played each other so much. You get the steps, not even that, flights ahead in terms of deliberation and decision making. You definitely see, again, what happens on paper doesn't always happen in the match. He was definitely ready and prepared to be able to get in the right proper distances, to be able to get the sonic booms off where he's not getting punished, the jump ins as well. And it felt like, Luke was on the back. The normals being nerfed from JP definitely helps. They have a hurt box on them now. Thank you, Capcom, for doing that, because season 1, you didn't really have it like that on the mediums and the Stand Fierce. But now you're a little bit more pensive and pressing buttons. So the boom to fireball ratio definitely in favor of JP. But once Guile works his way in, it gets a little bit more easier for him to deal the damage. And we saw moments where he would get a knockdown in the back fist in a plus frame scenario, where it was kind of a guessing game from there. Good meaty scenarios, well timed, properly rehearsed, I should be saying, from the side of Three Eyes. So congrats. He's going to come back in here again for another interview to talk to Three Eyes again, who has such a mature mind, not only on how he deliberates on the game, but how he sees the growth. Victory, very dominating victory once again, and that one on a matchup that not so fun for Guile. I do want to ask, though, I guess the best way to put this is, even though you've played Luke so many times, do you watch or play other JP players and kind of apply that same sort of strategy to a person that oh, they might do this, so I have to be ready for it? Or are you just like, this is Luke, this is how he plays, so I'm going to strategize, I'm going to stick with that?
It's all small things, right? Specifics. Right? I know that to look out for, from other JP players a lot, I look out for, okay, OD spike, I can't forward dash off of that one. If it's meaty, I can't do that. Right, I'm always looking for that sort of stuff, just in case, if anybody gets ahead on tech, right, you need to be looking for that stuff, just in general. But at the same time, we have specifics for each other, right? I'm sure Luke recognized that one of my biggest things is, in order to break my habit of just doing round start boom so much, right, I would walk forward instead, right? And so you saw right in the beginning, he just did sweep with JP just to catch out that walk forward. I was like, whoa, right. And then the thing that I know that he always gets caught off guard is that when he's stuck in zoning and whatnot, that's a free opportunity. But we're aware and we tell each other, so we can work on those habits and move forward. But the matchup is the matchup in kind of a way where I'm not thinking so far ahead that I know okay, Luke always does tech here or that there, right? I'm cycling options and always treating it like this is someone that I have studied, right? But I don't know every single thing they're gonna do right away, because in truthfulness, you don't, right? So I always try to put that in my mindset of don't assume that something's gonna happen, because I've had a lot of times where I get really frustrated when I want something to go a specific way and then it doesn't. I fought Shuto, I think this year's technically last year's Evo, and I was so excited because I had done all this studying and stuff, and I was like, and I was like, oh, I can do this, right? I can win. And we played in casuals and stuff, and I was doing really well. And then we played the real match, right? And like, since it wasn't on stream and that sort of thing, even though we're like both top seed in the pool or whatever, like I had this like pre-thought out idea of like how the match was gonna go and how I would feel after it was done and yada yada, and it didn't go anything like that. I got super frustrated. So like I have to tell myself that a lot, where I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm going into this new match. It could be anybody. It might be the best player in the world. It might be, Joe Smo off the street that just picked up the game yesterday. We don't know. And if you have specifics, you can try those things, right? And you'll get an advantage. But you should always be looking for new things and assessing every game like it's a new one. That's my mindset. Is like, okay, they might do this in their other games quite a bit, but this is a new game, a new person, and I'm going to treat it that way. You know what I mean?
Like, even players who are double your age don't get that, and they're like, well, I could beat Lashard, but I'm losing a 1700 MR Ed, because you have to formulate a new game plan per player, it feels like, because everyone's going to play differently, especially with the drive system being what it is. So glad you understand that at such a young age, bro. That's actually, again, very insightful. Bro,
So impressive.
what you got, bro?
Impressive. Yeah, I mean, it's just like echoing on that point, like there is that saying, everyone knows something you don't. Regardless of who exists on this earth, everyone knows something you don't. And that logic applied to competitive gaming is so important in every single aspect, especially more so when it comes to fighting games, because there's always little nuggets of knowledge you can get from every single interaction that you have someone, even someone that you've played like 100 times before. So for you to recognize this fact is showing in your skill right now, because that matchup, the way you were able to dissect that, even though you and Luke have played multiple times before, it garnered a different result this time because of the knowledge that you have, but also things you're adapting to. Honestly, with that, I'm asking you now, like, looking forward to May Madness for this, main event at Texas. How confident are you feeling on your road to success there?
I've not been feeling too confident in getting there because it's been very strange in my matches with the other college CFGC leagues. I've been doing really well, but then it's kind of been in the opposite here, where like I've been very flatline, like 50-50. I win some games and I lose some games, and it's odd because especially like some people I'll go like 5-0, 4-1 against like certain people in the other league, and then I end up losing to them here, and I'm like, I think it's one of those moments like what I was saying before, where because I beat them in the past or whatever, I had these like preconceived ideas of what I should be doing in the matchup, and then I get wrapped up in my own head of like, oh, why am I losing here? What am I doing? And as soon as I shed that away, and I'm like, okay, this game is just kind of is what it is, and I'm gonna try and learn as much as I can from it. I think I've been doing a lot better. But it's kind of been a weird thing, because when I went to Puerto Rico, right, I kind of had like a pretty devastating loss, because like the PR team over there is super nice, right?
Yeah.
Like we did casuals with Mono and Sicko, if you know him, and like they were being really nice and encouraging, and like in my head, right, like the things that they were saying, like it got me hyped up. Like I thought I was going to win the whole thing. And then I get to round 2, and then I drop 2 game-winning combos, and then I end up losing the mirror, and I'm like so sad about that, because nothing hurts more than losing the mirror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you're super close in like a 1st-2. And so I was so down from that, and I could not make a loser's run afterwards. So in my head, I'm like, I have to kind of learn from what I was doing here and what I was expecting. And so I think a lot of my previous losses have been from that. I'm like, I want it to go this way. I get hyped up in my own little mind. And I think that it's not necessarily just about confidence. It's just about saying to yourself that, every game is a chance to learn. And if you expect it to go one way, it's definitely not going to go that way.
like that.
So
Well said.
that's just been my attitude. And like when it comes to the road to Texas, right?
Mhm.
If I make it, I make it, and then I'm gonna do my best. But if I don't, right, then it's just another chance. You know, there's always another season, always another opportunity to put myself out there. And I think that's really the key, is that, you know, we're all still eggs, right? We're all still trying to grow.
Yes.
I'm sure you're not 30. Go on, fake Bruno. Go ahead.
I don't have any questions. I just want to commend you on such a cerebral approach to the way that you're kind of going throughout your fighting game career. I think that it's going to lead to so many benefits down the road, and it's something that even the most seasoned fighting game players haven't adopted for themselves. I don't want to attribute 100% of your success to being at Puerto Rico, or in Puerto Rico rather, but I do think you got a Puerto Rican power up, and you might need to move over there and join Red Rooster if that proved to be such a successful thing for you. But yeah, keep on with the growth mindset, and hopefully your gameplay can lead you to Texas.
Thank you.
Thank you, Three Eyes. Have a good night. Go get some rest. I know jet lag is a killer, brother. Get some rest. Man, oh man.
You too.
Even with, see, he knows I'm still jet lag. He said, you too. He's like, you especially. You can see the bags of
You
my eyes.
especially, yeah.
I'm still getting cooked.
You still on Japan time, technically.
Bro, I've gotten maybe 4 to 5 hours of sleep the past couple of days. I'll be like that for another week or so, I think. But still, this actually did keep me up. I hope it kept all of y'all up, and commentators as well. Crow, final thoughts?
Final thoughts, bro. I'm so excited. Like every single week, it's getting closer week by week, and the competitors are so hungry. You can tell they're still fighting tooth and nail for it. We saw some really great matches tonight. We saw a lot of sweeps tonight as well. I mean, we saw Hippo rather go absolutely nuclear. Just back-to-back 3-0s. Like, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. And I'm like, bro, this is making me so excited for that all-important final in Texas. And oh my goodness, I'll be watching every week until we get to that point, because this is amazing and it's absolutely incredible.
Bruno?
I just wasn't expecting for the last 45 minutes of this broadcast to be like so hope core, and I'm just lit, dude. I'm ready to go. Like, I feel like I'm
Somebody pull
reframing
that.
and discarding old beliefs.
Put the
and
music behind it.
ego death, the whole thing, 3 eyes, tapping into the third eye. I'm ready to go. And hopefully, if you are someone in the chat that is a player that's looking to improve, you are taking some of those things in, and I'm looking forward to seeing how all of these players do as the season continues on.
All right, boys. It was a good one. It's a fun one. But now it's time to say goodnight. We'll see y'all in a second. Peace out. All right. That was a good show today. A lot of 3-0s, as they mentioned. A lot of wild things that were going on. If you're in Bolden and you're also in the collegiate side of things, you could enter the weekly tournaments that Esports U has going on. There's a little bit of a prize pool as well. So enter that as we get up on the screen. Total is $500 prize pool. Weekly tournaments running for 10, count them, 10 weeks. CSF weekly tournaments, what they're called, every Tuesday starting February 18th. So they've already got going. So you need to get going and go sign up. I think all you need is a .eu email or just be in college. All right, you should do that. And you know what I should also do is talk to you about the last chance qualifier. Reg ends March 23rd. That is this Sunday, by the way. If you're watching this right now live, it's going to be this Sunday upcoming. If you're not, then it's March 23rd, whatever time you can figure that out. But you don't have much time to do that. So go do that right now. In fact, if you see me talking, go to another tab, type it in, get in there, and get that done, okay? Because we have a spot open for somebody to be fighting it out in Texas. Of course, we have to give big shouts to Pagoda. Now, you know, I got to do those 2 things that I got to do for Pagoda. The ad read first. The Sack Champion Series is brought to you by Pagoda Sacks, from crispy egg rolls to crunchy cream cheese wontons and savory crab ragoons. Pagoda Sacks, ready to crush your cravings. Shop for them in the freezer section at your local grocery store or get them delivered via Instacart. Hey, that's the ad read, but here's the real deal. Pagoda, I give you love all the time because y'all deserve it. Thank you so much for joining the FGC and being at big and small events. You could just be at the big CPT events, but you're out here helping the collegiate scene. And for that, we appreciate it. From me to all the players, the viewers, and the growth of the FGC just in general, we thank you too as well. And we also thank Esports U. We also thank Capcom Fighters for letting it have it on this channel and the other channels as well. And speaking of the other channels, hey, Streamers, I see you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Keep doing your job out there. And all the viewers at home and the players, everybody that's been enjoying this action, thank you so much. We'll keep this going. Reach the finale. Only a few weeks. But until then, people, stay safe. And we will see you in the streets. Peace.